are live. I am ChadO. We got Zach Leboza over here, and today we got our guest, Mike Clay, looking like he's part of ZZ Top. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today?
Very good.
Right on.
Trying to share it.
Yeah. So now you should be tagged there, Mike, if you want to share yours too. I encourage everybody at home to share theirs.
Upload.
There we go.
Upload that shit. Yeah.
Oh, I always
do turn your volume
I always
off.
forget to turn my volume off.
I'm just kidding. There's a little delay, obviously, but hey, we got one of yours, probably Mike.
Yeah. That was definitely me.
All right, now we got two, so Zach and Mike are both on. No, I'm kidding. We got some viewers coming in. Welcome, guys. Austin Comedy this week, man. We had some things happen.
Stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Last Sunday,
Let me share it.
nothing happened.
There we go.
You guys got it?
I got it.
Zachy, you still having
God
trouble?
damn it. Unfollow ChadO. That's not right.
Yeah, that's what everybody should do. Anyways, last night we saw, who was that we saw there?
Joe Mackey.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Dude, I felt like such a fucking idiot. Right when I talked to him, I was like, why did I do that? Why did I fucking even try?
Everybody's got to have that moment. You know, it's like eventually people will do it to you.
Right.
You know, they'll be.
I mean, that's the goal.
Yeah.
So, do you know Joe Mackey, or have you seen him?
New York City comedian.
Yeah, he was,
yeah.
So, I opened for him in Florida
Nice.
for a weekend, and I was just like, yo, Joe, like... Just wanted to like say like, hey, what's up? I opened for you, and he's like, what was that club's name again? I was like, oh, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I just wanted my friends to see how funny you are. And he's like, all right. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go home. Like, I'll see you later, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad show though. $4 tickets were nice.
Yeah, he's unique. Like he definitely has a different style.
Yeah. You know, that's what I was actually thinking. Like he does the material that Brian Swinehart does, but right.
But yeah,
I'm not trying to
correct.
not downing Brian, but that's how you do it for a wide audience, and you still put your opinion across that you don't like Biden, that you're not for the COVID. You do the whole thing, but you have the audience fucking against you or with you. Either way,
doesn't matter.
It's funny. Yeah. But the way Brian's doing, it's a tough one, you know.
Well, like I like that he plays with like he knows how he looks, and he like gets the audience to laugh at the fact that he's like not attractive, and then he's like, but I'm still slaying pussy, and then they laugh even harder.
Yeah.
Like those ones are good.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing that Brian does have the good looks, but he's also a shy little Ohio guy, you know, which they kind of had in common. They had that little shy thing to it. I found a lot of similarities in what him and Swinehart do, but I just found him doing it right more, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Brian's doing it wrong. I'm just saying for a broader audience, he knows how to figure. He figured that out.
Yeah,
he got that. I would like Brian to watch it unbiasedly.
Yeah,
see if he can get it. You know,
get some tips.
Pointers. Yeah, because he's doing
to smooth out his set.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not that Brian's set is unsmooth. It's just not for everybody, and Joe seemed to be more for everybody. It seemed like,
except for the guys sitting next to us. There was a couple next to us, just like,
yeah, why am I here?
I mean, they were not. They weren't like
booing or anything.
Yeah.
They weren't heckling.
Which I'd much rather you just sit there silently or leave.
Because the people behind them were having too good of a time talking to the
Sometimes comedy's not for everybody, man.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we've all been to enough shows to see people be like, maybe this should be your last time ever seeing stand up.
Well, that too is like, I've had like people be like, oh, you walked someone. I'm like, okay, so?
Yeah.
Well, don't you feel bad? I'm like, why would I feel bad? Like, it might be their only time having gone seen stand up and not knowing what it is. I'd be like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Or they just got a call from the babysitter.
Yeah.
They have to go.
Yeah,
There's other reasons
that,
that people leave, just not from what you're saying on stage, you narcissist.
Right.
There's also a surprising amount of people who go to a comedy show without ever looking into who's going to be on stage.
Yeah.
Which nowadays
So
is
if you
insane.
go to a show that you don't like, that's your fault.
Yeah.
Like, all this information's everywhere. Like, it takes 3 minutes to look up who's on a show. So if you went to a show and you're like, oh, I didn't like that, and you're pissed about it, like, that's your fault.
Right.
Like, you could have very easily, like, figured out, like, everybody posts videos. Like, go look at their videos.
Find their
if you
YouTube,
get through, if you get through 3 of them and you don't like it, maybe
Probably
that's
not you.
maybe that's not the show for you.
Yeah.
Well, that too, we had, when I was in Florida, we had people that came like every weekend. That was their thing on Friday night.
Doesn't matter who's on. Yeah.
And they were always awesome.
But those places serve dinner.
Yeah.
That's the kind of people you're going to attract for those.
Dinner at this
Well, yeah, but that's the kind of people that become
wings
regulars because they come and eat that
And those
food
people are usually comedy nerds. Like they have a handful of people, they listen to all the podcasts, and that's why they're there all the time.
That's who I used to be. That's why I was before I started doing all this shit. I was a fan of comedy way before I started getting on stage. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I think part of it
I do that now. Like,
I still nerd out. Well, like I'm so excited. Everyone's like, "What's your plan on 4th of July?" And my first thing's always like, "Well, Tom Segura's special, right in the morning, like right when I wake up, I'm gonna watch that." Yeah.
So you were gonna watch the same special again? You think?
What?
You watch the same special over? Oh no, Tom's got a new one coming out. Okay, I got you. I thought there was a 4th of July special at Tom.
No.
You gotta watch like a Christmas
like a
special.
Christmas
Yeah.
watch it. 4th of July.
every 4th of July.
That's funny. That's where my mind went. So, yeah.
I watch Frosty at Christmas and Tom Segura's mostly stories every 4th of July. I'm like, this is America.
That's funny.
But yeah, I think it's nuts that people don't watch anything, just go in completely blind and like, whatever. Like,
it's crazy.
Unless you are like a true fan of comedy and you're gonna be like, no matter what, there's something I'll enjoy. There's something, and I won't be a fucking asshole during their set.
Where was that girl from that open for him? Was she from here?
Feature? Yeah, she's from here.
Is she? I haven't seen her around. Have you seen her around?
Well, she works mostly at Cap City.
Okay, that makes sense. So she's a home club type girl?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what they do. They put their home people in front and then have the guests come in, so they're not paying.
Yeah, the guests don't bring their feature and opener.
Unless they
do.
Yeah, some of them do. But
they have to sell some tickets for that.
Right. But like, I don't... When I saw Big J, I don't think he brought anyone.
No. Big, like he knows Molly. When I saw him at Cap City, he knows Molly. She's opened for him before.
Okay.
And I can't remember now who featured for Jay when I was there. Oh, Derek Poston.
Okay, so that's he's local, but was from
Yeah. But he's actually more from the mothership than Cap City, though, right?
Well, he's more from New York.
They knew each other from New York.
And that was before Mothership had opened.
I got you.
January or something like that.
I thought Derek was LA.
Yeah, he started at the Comedy Store.
Okay.
Comedy Store. Him and Hassan. Yeah,
that's what I thought.
He traveled with Scholes, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's done a bunch of stuff.
Nerd.
He's a known entity.
Fucking nerd.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's cool. Derek's been doing it for a while, but yeah.
Well, and that too. Now that we have all these people down here, like he might be like, my feature act, not this weekend. I got one of my boys, and Austin's gonna open. So I think you will see less.
And it's probably not too much time before Derek Poston is doing
his own shit.
Yeah. He's gonna be not featured for people.
It's kind of interesting to see, like. Some people want to see some people like TikTokers, but other people just like they never have that that takeoff moment. Like say Cam Patterson versus Derek Poston. There's obviously a difference in rise just in people's likeness of the person. Right. It's a different. It's just some people get some people more. Right. That's just interesting to me that you don't have that. Some people have it. The other people have to really work hard for it. It's interesting.
I also think they're also doing different things. Like they're not like coming up. They're not coming up with a set the way that Derek Poston.
Exactly.
Is coming onto stage.
Yeah, they have that whatever the people are looking for.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not what Derek provides. They're looking for what the TikToker.
Yeah. So it's interesting those people that figure that out. That have that niche, whatever it is for them that works. Yeah.
And a lot of them blown up like. Isn't Trevor Wallace?
Yeah, he's got a special coming out, I think, in 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, a lot of them have blown up and done well.
I wonder if he's hiring writers, though.
It could be.
Yeah.
I know that was a big thing in New York, because people would buy jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's also not like a super old thing. Like Chris Rock is like known to
hire writers.
Yeah, hire writers or like run a special in front of a bunch of people and be like, I'll punch this up before I put it on tape.
Right. And that's a different beast.
Yeah.
And also, buying jokes too is also fine. Like as long as you're paying them and it's an agreement, go for it. Like you could easily just jack the joke, and who's going to believe the open mic?
Because it also might be like a joke that somebody has that it's just more of like a throwaway line that doesn't necessarily fit into anything that they have, but it's a killer joke and it fits better with somebody else's whatever they're doing. Yeah. And then that's probably a good reason to save a joke instead of just let it go off into obscurity.
Right.
give it a better purpose.
Well, and if you get 100 out of it as an open micer, that's
whatever. Exactly.
Now, Mike, where are you from?
I'm originally from Boston. I grew up in Boston, Massachusetts. But I didn't start comedy until I was living in Louisville just a couple years ago.
Louisville looks like it suits you better. You look more there than in Austin or Boston.
I grew up in Boston, left when I was 18. I spent like 10 years in Louisville, and Louisville stuck a little bit more than Boston. I don't have the accent anymore or anything like that.
How long did you do stand-up in Louisville?
Just like a year and a half.
Just a year and a half? Yeah. Then you came out here?
Yeah. And me and wife, kids, never wanted to stay in Kentucky. And with the housing market, we were like, if we don't sell our house now, you're just never going to make money in Kentucky. There's no money there. It's the dead middle of the country. So we sold our house. They make
baseball bats and glass.
Yeah.
I thought Kentucky was in the ocean.
No. Kentucky's right beneath Indiana and Ohio.
Yeah, I don't know geography. I'm not a geometry major.
If you take away the Kentucky Derby, there's literally it's the poorest place in the world. Like, I swear to God. Yeah.
No, I visited for like a week because I had a girlfriend that was living out there, and she's like, let's go see the city. I was like, what's the fucking? And we went to see like a guy blow glass. I was like, this is the dumbest. You should just went to a movie at this point.
It's barely a city. Yeah. Barely a city.
Wow.
But they do have Culver's, so that's great.
I heard there's good weed out there too.
In Kentucky?
Yeah. Some all right. There's some all right.
You gotta grow some weed out there.
Well, that's just because there's you get these hicks that have nothing better to do. That's why there's like a lot of moonshine. There's some crazy stat that there's more bourbon barrels in Kentucky than there are people in Kentucky at like all times.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's almost like a law or something like that. Like we gotta make sure because if shit goes bad, like the state's ruined. Like,
it's like America's oil supply. Kentucky has the bourbon supply. Just in
they
case.
have a bourbon reserve. Like, we're gonna dip into it. They're like, don't you fucking dare!
Yeah. Times is tough. We're getting no.
But yeah, Louisville's barely a city, so got the fuck out of there, came to Austin, and Austin's been awesome. It's been.
When did you come out here?
Just about a year ago.
So you've been doing comic 3 years?
Yeah, or just going on. So it's been awesome. It's just also like being back in like a real city again. Does make a big difference. Like you can do things at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah,
it's so funny to me, like people being like, "Oh, Austin's a city," which it is. But it's still like, because my history is Chicago, LA, New York. Fucking Austin.
But LA closes at like 11.
LA sucks.
You can't do anything after.
I left after.
It's so
2
stupid.
years.
Yeah. I mean, I was there earlier, and you go down to Beverly Hills, and there would be like 1 or 2 clubs open, or like up in there's not very many places open at all.
And like Boston's like that, but that's because they have like stupid Puritan laws from Boston 1835. It's just like you gotta shut all the doors by 1 a.m.
Well, like you guys don't have happy hour, right?
I think they just changed
let that in?
Yeah, they just changed that because now like the train runs longer, so now they can do like happy hour.
It's based on the train.
Yeah,
it is weird how much stuff is based on a train in cities like Boston, Chicago, and New York.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So we went saw the one dude. Sunday kind of sucked, right? This last Sunday.
What did we do? Sunday.
We sat around waiting.
What's his face got on? Blue got on.
Oh, he got on again. Yeah. Theodore
Blue got on Mothership for the 3rd time. Have you been on yet?
I have not been on.
Have you been on Kill Tony at all?
Nope.
Well, how many times you've been doing?
I don't sign up every week.
Okay.
I live like half an hour away from the city.
Yeah.
With the wife and kids, like, and when you come in, and you sign up. Like, it's so early. If I'm gonna come in to the city, like, I'm not gonna waste time and not get on stage.
Right.
So, but then I'm coming into the city 5:30. You don't get on those shows, and it's 7, 8, and you're here for like 7 hours.
You just sat there for 2 hours for nothing.
Yeah.
3
and
hours.
Then you're here for 7 hours for the whole night to get like on stage 3 times, maybe 12 minutes for like hanging out for 7 hours. So I don't do it every week. Maybe like twice a month.
Gotcha.
That's when I try to sign up for it.
Well, that's probably a good strategy because going every day doesn't work either.
Yeah. Well, it is like one of those. It takes a toll on you, like every time. Yeah. I mean, I recently got on, so I'm still in like that, but it took me 11 months to get on. Yeah. So I'm signing up every day, and I was like, fuck comedy, fuck all this.
Way different than when I first came here. It would be, I think like the first time I came to Austin was Memorial Day weekend last year, and like signed up for Kill Tony. Like I think it was at Was it
Antone's?
No, it was
was
after.
at Vulcan?
It was Vulcan, yeah. It was at Vulcan. And it was like crazy. Everyone was just like, oh my God, like 120 people signed up.
Right.
On an average weekend now, like
It's
180 people sign up. And this past Memorial Day weekend, it was like 340 people that signed up. Like, that's insane.
Well, I think part of it is Mothership.
Yeah.
So because people
definitely.
can make a weekend of it and try Mothership twice and kill Tony, it's like, all right.
Yeah. And you guys go to enough shows. Like, if there's a holiday weekend coming up, every show's packed. The open mics have more people just because there's more people in town. And they're probably here trying to get a ticket to the Mothership or going to the Mothership and then doing the other things that Austin has. Yeah.
I wonder if Joe's getting a kickback from the city for tourism.
He should.
He should be an ambassador.
I mean, now he can't even control that alleyway, so what the fuck?
Yeah, well, yeah. The cops had to step in. But
whatever happened with that backpack in the alleyway at Sunset Strip? Did they ever... You guys hear about that?
I
heard it was a grenade.
Yeah. But, like, no follow-up?
Yeah,
some girl threw shit all over her the next day, so that was all anyone talked about.
The 24-hour news cycle.
Just moved it right along.
There was a terrorist attack at a comedy club, but a stripper covered herself in horse shit, so let's go to that instead.
But still, was it a terrorist attack?
I don't know.
What are you going to do with a grenade in a backpack?
Oh.
You have to pull the pin and throw a grenade. You can't just fucking have it. That's not dangerous. I mean, I have
just
a few.
Sitting there.
No, I'm just saying.
They were hidden all over the house with tripwires.
Yeah, you have to pull the pin.
Yeah.
You have to trip over it.
No, yeah, I never heard that full story of what the fuck.
Yeah, I heard that there was like a packed out show, and like right before the show was about to start, they cleared everybody out. Yeah.
Did they do Mothership too?
I
think it was far enough down.
Yeah, I don't think they hit.
It's Joe Rogan's submarine.
Hold on, they were like, Joe's got like 40 ex-Navy SEALs working for him. If this thing goes off, they're like the people that we want in the area. Let's not clear them out of the area.
I was actually. It's crazy because that day that happened, that was Sunday, right?
I don't know.
It was Sunday. Because the day it happened was there should be a lighter in there too. Okay. The day it happened was I was eating at Happy Chicks with Joe's main bodyguard, the Navy SEAL dude. So it's kind of interesting that we were both right underneath. Yeah. That day he was there, which is suspicious. I never really see that guy out there. And who's gonna have access to hand grenades?
Yep.
Yeah, I think Joe's a little jealous of Red Band's club.
Maybe that's why we didn't hear anything about it. It was just one of Joe's guys left his backpack somewhere.
Yeah, that's what it was. It just happens to have. Yeah.
He's not gonna leave the house without hand grenades.
Yeah. Joe Security just carries hand grenades. You never know when shit's gonna go down.
Super funny.
Yeah, that was fucking wild. Well, and they just like posted like there's the whole block's closed down. Don't come, and we're like, all right.
Yeah.
There you go. I have I don't know, just something that somebody's probably already said it like on, and if they haven't, it's a damn shame. But if you're doing the Mothership open mic, if you get the light, like I feel like I'd immediately go to like I gotta get off now. I don't want one of Joe's snipers to take me out at 3 minutes and 1 second because I went over.
Right.
Well, there's a clock watching. There's a clock the whole time counting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's
So you see how much time you've been on there exactly.
Okay.
So I walked off at like 2:45. Like I know.
Yeah.
How much time is it?
It's 3.
Yeah,
It's
3
3?
minutes. Yeah.
So do they give you the light just at 3 and be like, get the fuck off?
I never saw a light.
Okay.
I just saw the. Doesn't smoke.
I don't smoke. Or I don't smoke often.
Want to now?
No.
That's what I thought. So yeah, there's supposed to be a blue light and a green light for each one. There's one in each one room. But I didn't notice the light. All I noticed was the clock because not Derek.
Keith?
No, the host. Assad.
Yeah.
He kept on looking at me, looking at the clock, looking at me, looking at the clock, looking at me. Like, okay, dude, I see it. Like, I'm not even looking at the audience anymore. I'm just looking at the clock now because he wouldn't stop looking at me and looking at the clock.
How was the room?
So I was first one up, and the introduction was, welcome to the open mic. Most of these comps are going to suck. This first, some may make you laugh. This first one's probably going to suck. So welcome, ChadO.
So, what a great host.
That's rough.
So I was trying to get the energy up. I was moving my arm. You're just trying to get up and walk up.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I like this guy's energy. So as I was walking up to the stage, I was like, okay. So maybe I turned it around a little bit, and I got some laughs. I didn't crush or anything, but the audience was pretty good. It was the Pecan Festival, so everybody was in there.
Yeah.
So
also, I've had weird information on it. They start seating, but it's the show hasn't technically started for the people who bought tickets for that show, right? They bought
tickets for the showcase, and that includes the open mic.
Yeah.
So some people who go multiple times, will just go an hour later when the showcase starts.
Yeah. But that's the ticket that they actually bought for, is the showcase, and they run the open mic.
Right. So they don't start moving the standby line until the showcase starts.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so those are only ticket holders first, and then the standby, you're saying?
Yeah, so during the open mic, it's only ticket holders.
Okay.
And then during the, then once the actual show starts, once they turn down the house lights, which is still insane to me.
They keep the house lights on?
They keep one house light on.
Yeah, the house light was up.
That's so fucking harsh.
It wasn't too bad because I could see the audience more.
Right.
Which is, if you're not getting laughs, it's a problem. But I would see the reaction, so it was kind of helping me move on.
For me, it's always a calming, because I go out and I'm picturing the audience looking at me angry.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, I can't see fucking any of them. That's one of the things about challenge.
I'm the opposite. I like to see them.
Is I'll see everyone and I'll be like, they don't fucking care. No one fucking wants me here. I'm just talking into the void.
The biggest thing about me is turning those motherfuckers around.
Right.
I love that part of it. That's the only thing I do like to do is somebody who's not paying attention start paying attention.
Being hey motherfucker, yeah.
And,
which is again weird to go to a comedy show and be like.
Yeah, but they're also in a bar.
I'm talking specifically Mothership.
Oh, okay,
At Challenge Mike, I 100%.
Yeah, but in Challenge Mike, you say something and they turn around and they start watching you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Same with Lucky Duck. We were in the rain. Everybody was inside for the bar. You can literally hear it on the video. Everybody's talking during my set, and then you just hear it all just go dead, and everybody starts paying attention.
We never talked about the naked chick.
Oh, we did because we did. We started, but we did not. So she was just.
Did you see this?
Where
at Lucky Duck? Some chick took all her clothes off.
So she started with just a robe to begin with the whole night.
I was at Lucky Duck 3-4 months ago, and some chick took her tits out. Somebody made a joke about loving nurses, and she was like, "I'm a nurse. Everybody loves me." Yeah, it was great.
She's a wet nurse.
No, did you see the fucking? I don't know. Go ahead.
This chick, she's an open micer. She's got notes. She doesn't have her shit memorized or anything. She's reading off the notes, but her set is about how confident she needs to be in her body or whatever or whatnot. So her goal is
which shouldn't be
some woman feeling that we have no idea about.
Yeah. So it was crazy. But before that, we had a performance art clown do full retard voice and just dance and I don't know. It was the longest 5 minutes of my 4 minutes of my life. It was crazy. But yeah.
So that was a setup bit. I thought it was she got caught in the rain and was oh, it's wet clothes.
No, before her whole thing. She was outside at 6:00 wearing the robe and everything, waiting for her turn.
Fucking
yeah, she pulled that.
She was prepared.
Yeah, she came with that set. Yeah.
We gotta get this is this problem that's gonna start happening. It's a lot of crazies are gonna.
If they're gonna take off their clothes to do comedy, it's not a fucking problem.
That's a step away from covering yourself with horse shit.
Slow down there, Chad.
That girl has also taken her clothes off for comedy. So.
But there are some people that I don't want to see take their clothes off for comedy. Hey. Let's not give everybody
you should not shame anybody.
Yeah.
You should appreciate all vaginas is all I'm saying. Yeah, that's all. Don't shame anybody.
I'm all about shaming people. That's 90% of what I do in my life.
But if the guy's like, hey, I just got my dick chopped off, got the new vagina, who wants to see it? Then I might be like, I'll look at it. I'm gonna look at it.
Catch my cat.
Yeah. I'm gonna look. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
So the funny thing too about the shit girl was, someone interviewed her. I think it was the ATX, one of those.
Oh, Texas street fights.
Yeah. So they interviewed her a day later, and we're like, hey, you're known as shit girl now. How's that feel? And she's like, I want to start by saying it's not about me. There was a real purpose to it. And then she was like, but also shit's beautiful. If you guys don't, it's releasing all the time.
Crazy,
so she never talked about the whole point of why she did. And she was like, also, no one paid me. I don't perform for free. So I thought people would give me singles. And you're saying that for covering yourself in shit. And she's like, yeah. The whole purpose of why she did it was
to get tipped.
A black guy was getting arrested,
tipped,
and she was like, "I thought if I danced in the shit, there'd be no police brutality." But she never got to that in the interview.
Well, the black guy was like, "Man, I was laying on the ground getting hit. I thought maybe somebody threw me some singles."
So she, and then it's not all about me. But now let's talk about me for 10 minutes and never get to the point of what I wanted to help. I was like, "Yep, this sounds about like white women. This is pretty dead on."
That sounds about white.
That sounds about right. Wait, yeah, that's funny. Yeah. So that was that last. So it was this crazy
Sunday,
bitches.
Monday.
Yeah, that was crazy bitches last week. So I think it happened on Tuesday, wasn't it?
I had people like from out of town send me that video too.
That's so
They're
crazy.
like, "Yo, is this kind of stuff happen in Austin?" I was like, "I know her.
Yeah, she's on my friends list.
I've performed on this. I'm technically a coworker."
She bumped me on a mic last week.
No, she doesn't bump anybody. Yeah, no, nobody bumps for her. But yeah, the only time she's bumping, no, okay, it's lines in the bathroom. Is what I was gonna say. But yeah.
Well, she works at a strip club, so she could bump lines anywhere.
She's probably got a lot of bumps. A lot of bumps.
A lot of bumps. A lot of bruises too.
That was also the gross thing about it was she was wearing the same clothes that were still covered in shit for the interview the next day.
Oh, so
the guy's like, "Hey, can I come interview you about you covering yourself in doo-doo?" And she was like, "Yeah, let me put on my same outfit." I think like she's a superhero or
That
something.
legitimately makes me sick.
shit. Have you seen the news Rick and Morty? There's a piss guy.
Yeah.
She's taking it one step. Yeah, she's taking it one step further. Yeah, piss master, shit master, shit bitch. That's
Shit bitch.
Yeah, shit bitch. Yeah, that's it. Hey, shit bitch. I don't know. It might be a little derogatory.
Has anyone seen shit bitch around recently? What is going on? Well, now too, I wonder if she's going to try and top it because she can't go back. I mean, she's crazy enough to do it again and be like, "Oh," she walks down the street, sees a pile of shit. She's like, "Oh, it's calling my name."
Yeah.
No, she's going to start paying homeless guys to take dumps on her chest.
Jesus Christ, Chad.
I do. It's only $3.
So you haven't done Rogan's either?
No, I haven't done.
What was it? You started with like an inside hack or something? I feel like you were like, "I don't know if it's been said a lot, but I want to tell people this." And then
We start talking about
something else.
We started talking about shit.
Oh no, that was the sniper thing.
Right off at 3.
Yeah. If you just run the light, they want to rogue.
They can kill you.
Yeah.
They just open the sliding door. Actually, you just fall off this. Just disappear.
It's not a light. It's a red dot on your chest.
Actually, the stage just opens up and a noose catches you on the neck.
That was always one of my like most hated things when I ran mics. I'd be like, "All right, at a minute, I give you a light, and I make sure you see the light. Like everyone nod to me. I'll come up, put it right in your face if you don't nod to me, and then I'm like, at that minute, I'll light you again, do your last joke, get off stage, and it's like I won't take you off stage until you run it like 30 seconds, but because there's like a mix of like you have to be able to do your time, like do the time you're given, but at the same time don't run the light, and it's like. Well, you have to have gray area in there too.
Let him finish a bit if it's a good bit. Like let him go to the bear.
Yeah,
that's also a different thing. I've never understood like if someone's like having a good set, even if it's an open mic, and they're like they have and like like you've been to the Creek,
right?
And like say like 12 people stay, and then there's a bunch of comics who like don't drink and don't smoke, so they're all inside. So there might be like 40 people in there. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. If someone's killing on that, let them do their time. They're gonna wear out. They're only expecting 4 minutes.
Yeah.
At the most, they're gonna do 6. Let them have fun with it. Other than that, I don't have any other problems with the.
Well, but like people would like ding people if they went up for like 3 minutes on a 5-minute mic. They'd be like, "Oh, you can't do time."
I think Keith Ray went off one night after a show. They let him go up first on an open mic, and he did like 12 minutes, but it was like the funniest thing ever. Like a bunch of people stayed from the show before, and then there was a bunch of comics waiting for the open mic to start, and he just went off on this crazy rant. Whoever was running the mic, they just let him go.
Right.
Like, yeah. And it ended up being a very fun mic the rest of the night. Like there was a lot of energy.
They stayed for the crowd. The crowd stayed.
Yeah. More comics were staying inside, and then everybody's having like it's just a different experience than your regular.
You're regular, like, all right, 4 minutes. All right, 4 minutes. Let's go. Yeah.
Which is the thing about challenge mic, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Where you don't get killer, okay. You get okay. Funny, killer, okay.
Well, I even had Maggie one time. She's like, you're doing, like, she gave me the light. I was like, that's my time. She's like, you still have a minute. I was like, yeah, but I just had a really good joke, and I want to walk off on a laugh. Like, I don't give a fuck. Great, another 60 seconds of not material. What, I'm going to go back to the bucket now and be like, all right, man. And then you get something shitty, and then you're like, fuck, all right. Yeah.
But her thing is, you're on the laugh. Keep it rolling.
Right.
Stay on that energy. Don't lose it. She wants you to. That's what she's wanting you to grab that. And keep
it like I said, I was doing good, and I was like, all right, there's my light. I did my time, and let me get the fuck off on a big laugh.
But she wants you to fill it up and get more
Keep
laughs.
Going. Don't you dare.
Yeah. But that's what she's a headliner. She's doing these. Because you can't walk off after a big laugh. You have to have the next laugh.
Right.
You have to have the next down point. How it is. But I'm just saying that's what she's just trying to encourage in us in that room.
Well, and like that too is like sometimes I'll do like if I go to like a 5-minute mic. And I only want to try like 3 minutes of new material. I don't want to run something I've ran 1,000 times just to entertain people. I wanted to see if this works. All right, this does, this doesn't. I'm getting the fuck off. Give the time back to the room. And in New York, that was like a sin. They're like, do not give the time back.
Oh, wow.
Like, you do your time.
Wow, that's interesting.
Like, if you don't see the light, keep fucking going.
Well, that's
you don't
just
give
because
shit.
time's a premium in New York.
Yeah.
You don't...
Well, it's like, I would say it's the most open, like the most time you could get city I've been to, because there's so many open mics.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it is one of those.
And they'll pay you for the open mics there, won't they? Or
no,
you have to pay. You have to pay $5.
You have to pay.
Oh you have to pay. I've heard about those shows. That's wild.
I like it more.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It cuts all the riffraff. You're not going to get.
Well, it's like, you're probably a good drink anyways. So it's like $5 or a $3 beer. And then you give the girl $1, so it's you save $1.
Yeah.
You're gonna drink anyways. 99% of us.
Yeah.
And it's, to me, because there's no there's very few like rooms where it's like this room is separate for comedy. It's usually in a bar.
Do they use that money to like build the show? Do they post about it? Do they have?
They do.
Crowd?
Yeah.
All right,
and they usually have shows at.
Yeah.
So like the place I was, they just changed the name, but it was the Village Lantern when I was there. So we would do our open mic. A guy got paid to run the open mic, but then he had 3 people pass it down to me running it. So I got like a free beer. And then we would run the show. It was fine. And then after me, there was a show or 2. And then there was a late night barking show. So you'd always have people out barking for it. But the nice thing there is like it's a separate room. Whereas, like, if you're just in a bar, talking on a mic, and some bar patron's like, go fuck yourself, the bartender technically should side with the patron. But because I also bought a beer, and all of us bought a beer, now we mean something too. And we could be like, you go fuck yourself, get the fuck out of here. And the bartender could be like, yeah, get the fuck out. I got 20 guys who buy a beer.
Yeah.
So it's...
I think the Creek does favor comics who drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've noticed
But also, I'm a very heavy drinker, and I get no favor. It's like the raging alcoholic gets...
well, if they have to cut you off, they might not like you as much either. They have to ask you to leave occasionally.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the bringer shows are another interesting thing to get 15 minutes or whatever. We don't have any of those here, do we? We don't have any?
Not really.
I don't think we have.
No.
That might be something we could put together as a,
Well, it's funny, because I did a couple bringer shows at the Comedy Store. And I never...
You want to go to a show where Derek Dimple gets 35 minutes every night?
Every night,
because he has 45 fans. But no, I think... I mean, if he's bringing people, and I'm gonna give him that. I'm gonna make it like a 15-minute cap or something.
Yeah,
I like Derek. I know Derek gets a lot of shit, but I like Derek. I think he's a good guy, and I think he's good for the comedy. He's out there. Just so you know, the history of the show, Zach's replaced Derek as co-host.
Derek's right now somewhere like fucking they right.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah. No, he's a good guy. Yeah, no, we do love Derek here.
But I just hate the concept of it.
But I was talking about Derek last night, and I'll tell you, I'll say my opinion live on the air.
Let's get it on record.
Just because he does 4 or 5 mics a day.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have any material written for him. It's always just winging it. Here's some spontaneity, same old games, maybe the same old jokes that he does have.
Right.
But it's never a set, never anything. If you're doing 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, write something. Stop taking that time from somebody who is writing something. I'm not saying that he's taking time from, he's not building on something, but take the time to write what you're doing.
How long has he been doing it?
I would say 3 years at least.
Okay.
Yeah. So just as somebody
you can
write something.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Go there, do those mics. Definitely do those mics. But in the time you're in between those mics, write a joke. Write something down. Put a set together.
No, it's important to write, and it's important. Well, like do you know Owen Gallivan?
I don't think so.
So he's getting more.
That's
and more.
what I was talking to about last night.
Yeah. Mirror him. Yeah. So he's a Boston guy too, but he's getting more and more time around the city. So he's like putting together like 15 minutes, and I was like, you have to think about it. And he's like, what? I was like, because I've seen him so many times because he's one of my close friends. I'm like, you have to think about your joke. You can't just be like, I'll do this bit, this bit, this bit. It's like they all have to go together so that it ends here and start. And like, I was like, so that's something you don't think about until you start getting those feature spots of 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. And then you have to actually be like, all right, how do I
build out a set?
Yeah.
I literally said, I'm trying to build sets right now to him last night.
Well, we talked about it after your Lucky Duck, like what's going to be in your act, what's going to be.
You have
part of it is like, and we've talked about this too, is part of your first year is just get on stage a ton. Even if you do the Derek Dimple method, if you only have 5 minutes and you run it a ton for a year just to get your performance down, that's something you got to do.
He knows where to put the mic stand.
Yeah.
He knows where to stand.
Yeah.
He knows how to talk to the audience. Write some fucking jokes.
Right.
That's all it is. You got the 4 steps down. Just do that 5th one.
Now you got to do that.
Yeah.
Well, it's like cover bands. Yeah. Like you get it. You know the song rocks. You know this is an awesome song. You could just have to work on your performance aspect of doing this song.
How do you guys write? Because for me,
I
usually
use a pen and paper. Usually, sometimes a computer.
Butt naked, lots of lube.
Yeah. I'm just usually like 1 or 2 sentences. Like the original thing is just 1 or 2. I try to break it down to like that. Yeah. No matter what, whatever I get in my head, it's that. It's 1 or 2 things, and I leave that for a long time. And I don't add on to that. I do more than that on stage, but until I get comfortable with something, I don't go away from that one thing.
Yeah, so you have the premise, you have the punchline pretty much, and then now you're building the
everything else is not written in stone.
Yeah, so
that's the one thing. Yeah,
writing on stage is a very I do that a lot, but I also write the whole story, and then I won't stick to that. I'll just feel what's funny, what's not funny, but my shit's usually long. I usually write out everything because I'll there's like 4 or 5 jokes in each one, to get there to build this up to that big punchline. And that's what I'm trying to do, is get to that big punchline. But my problem is I'll write so much shit in the middle, I'll forget what the fucking punchline is at the end of it. I'll tell so many little jokes that people are laughing at. Yeah. I'll just forget where I'm going with it.
What's that?
Yeah. Where do I go with this shit? So that's my problem with doing the long version. But if you know where the end is, you just go do whatever. I think I know Nick Swartzen writes like that. Dave Chappelle. Because he has the punchline in his head. He knows what he knows.
He's
what
also
he's going to tag
a cheater when he does it.
He has that whole joke about it.
It's a psychic. It's a cold reading.
I had the punchlines in the fishbowl. I pulled it out. And it's kicked her in the pussy. And he does the whole. This is how I fucking do my kick her in the pussy joke.
Yeah. So you know what you're gonna, where it's gonna end. Sometimes you just don't know where it starts. But you write jokes.
I write also. Sometimes I'll do it on stage. Like once a week, I'll just get on the microphone just at my house and just rant about what happened.
That's what insane people do.
What? I know.
But being alone and talking to yourself.
Well, and then like if I find something, I'll do like that. I'll be like, like this time I had something I liked at this time, and that gives me like current event topics, current event jokes and stuff. So I always tell people ranting's like a very underestimated way of writing. Especially if you're like an angry comic like I am. Like I fucking hate everything. So I'm just like fucking this bullshit today. If I have like a solid like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I'm like, I need more to this. I need to make this 5 minutes. I'll sit down and just map out everything about the subject and then be like, what can I branch off? And where's the other point?
Yeah.
So that's...
I use ChatGPT for that kind of stuff
that's
too.
Smart.
Yeah, just because I'll say, give me a joke in the style of Joe Rogan, and then I'll take the kind of punches of it, and then I'll go write it my style of it. Because the reason I do this is because Alden does these tag writing mics, and he'll do a subject. And so the idea of the tag writing mic is to go there and write tags for everybody else's jokes. Mm-hmm. On the form, he name, Instagram handle, give me 3 jokes about paper, and then what's your favorite type of ice cream, something like that. And some people will just write the 3 jokes about paper in there, and it'll be like, what, what's your favorite kind of, whatever, I can't even think of it right off the top of my head. But what I'll do is I'll take that subject, and just before the tag writing mic, I'll sit out there and I'll get there at 4:00 and sit in front of Lucky Duck, and I'll get out my book and I'll start writing those 3 jokes. And those 3 jokes I'll go and perform in 2 hours. And what that does for me is it teaches me how to be in the moment for a city. If I go do like a city, if I go do like a wedding, if I go do something like that, now I'm in that moment, in that subject, in that spot, and I can go do those things. So every week I write 3 to 5 minutes on a subject that I have no clue anything about it, and I try to make it funny. And then I'll also write new jokes to put in there at the end of it, so to fill in that 5 minutes. Because sometimes it doesn't always do 5 minutes. Sometimes it is 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But I always have new stuff. Like this week, I'll just write random ass shit like getting paid to do a job is sympathetic slavery. So yeah, it's just now I got something that I'm gonna run with on stage for that, or then I got longer ones like technology has made your family leaving your family so much harder. Back when my dad left, he just said he was going to a ball game with a friend and never came back. But social media location sharing has made it damn near impossible. I got this text the other day. I see you looking at these cheap ass apartments. You're going to pick me up from work at 7. You better have dinner already. Trying to leave. You better be finding a better job. You can fuck up. So it's not. I won't say it like that because that's a lot of wordage. Yeah. But that's everything I went through my head at that moment. Yeah. So it's 2 different styles of ideas that I have there. So now I'll go take both of those ideas and I'll go write jokes about those. Right. So yeah.
But then I'd say my most successful is just talking shit with my friends. Yeah. And like, of course, something will come up and we'll be like, whose was that? Oh, not okay. And then I'll go, you got to switch it for the stage, obviously. But if you get the premise or whatever out, and you're like,
those are some of the most fun bits because usually they're like the goofiest and the dumbest. Yeah.
Well, it's because you're not performing when you're with your friends. So you're completely out of that. You're not reviewing what you're saying. You're not performing. So you're out of both those mindsets that you might be in on stage. When you're with your friends,
it's the shit show. It's throw it against the wall and see what sticks.
Who cares?
Yeah. But also, tag writing mic and challenge mic are 2 great ways to learn how to write.
Challenge mic's really good.
Tag writing mic is you're writing tags for everybody else's jokes, and everybody's writing tags for your jokes. You'll see things that you haven't thought about come up before, and it's a good way to learn how to expand a joke. And people like the Poetic Butcher, and I don't know if you've ever seen this guy or not, but he does a long ass poem of jokes, and people are tagging his shit. And now if you can tag that kind of stuff, you got some kind of creative juices going, and now you're thinking about your own stuff. It's getting your shit going in there. So it's a good way to get ideas flowing, just in a group, and it's only 10 people.
Yeah.
It's only 10 comics. And they will also have audience people come and watch this, which is crazy. Yeah. But people watch this shit. But yeah, you'll have those 10 comics all bouncing ideas off each other right there. It's a good camaraderie. Yeah, there it is. Just because you see a lot of the same people, you start building each other's jokes, and you become writing partners and things like that out of it.
Well, like even what's the one that the Asian guy does at Roscoe's?
Poke the Bear.
Poke the Bear. That's good because you might not see yourself how the audience does. So for like newer guys who haven't been on stage a lot, you might not get what your vibe is that
Yeah,
you're putting off. So then making fun of it, and it gives you a free joke.
Yeah, and all these shows are just shows that are working out a different muscle.
Right.
Of comedy. Same with Banana Phone.
Yep.
It's just a different muscle of comedy.
It's a roast muscle.
Yeah.
I definitely
and heckle muscle, like how to deal with.
Well, Derek fucking flexed that with Jeff Ross on his little clips.
Yeah,
that's 100% Banana Phone, because that guy did not have it a year ago when he started Banana Phone.
Yeah,
that's 100% of him going there every week and just.
Dude,
I'm telling you, I did the same thing. Yeah. I had never been heckled. Not that I had been doing comedy that long, and I'd only not done many shows.
Tell me one of the
but I've never really been heckled. First time I ever did Banana Phone. Yeah.
They're gonna show you.
Yeah. Now I do it all the time. It's one of my favorite shows. It's the most electric open mic, or I don't even think it's. Isn't it?
Yeah. It's an open mic.
Is it? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you sign up, but it's the most electric show in the city. Like, it's awesome.
I try to sign up every week because I've heard Kata say she's tired of seeing the same people over and over. And so I don't want. And I try to bring something new every time. Like Trenton Bradley.
He signs up when he has something.
Every time he does, it's something new. It's something
he's
unique.
dressing
It's
up.
to the deal.
But he doesn't go every week.
No,
right?
no, I don't think so.
When he has a new something.
But he'll be in the back, but he doesn't sign up every week. Yeah. But there's. I think giving other comics space, because there's only 20 spots. If it's the same 20 people every fucking time, it's gonna get real old. But
it's like the open mic right before it.
Yeah. Getting on the list, stupid.
I got on Christmas because everyone was out of town, and there were like 3 of us there. I was like, all right, well, this is exactly what I expected.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, but you got it. I've been pulling on the bucket a few times. I've been pulling the bucket in the last spot on that show, and that was a really good fucking spot. Yeah,
I could imagine.
Yeah. Some hosts won't pull that spot.
Yeah. I've definitely been there.
Yeah, but some will, and I've been pulled out of that spot. It was a good spot. But yeah. And they don't ever give the bucket to the first open.
No.
Which they should. They should open with the bucket pull. Really.
Well, I think they should open with all 4 pulls, so everyone else doesn't just sit there.
Yeah.
With a thumb up their ass.
Or just pull them all at the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let the people know. You don't have to put them all at the beginning. Scatter them out, but let them know at the beginning of the show. All right, these are the
guys.
These are the 4 pulls.
The rest of you get out.
Yep.
Or hang out and watch the show, have a beer, but don't sit around and be waiting for your fucking name.
No, like when I did.
Or do what I do is you go, wait for a pull. It's not me. All right, I'm going back outside for a little while.
I'd pull, when I ran it, I'd pull all 20 names. I'd be like, this is the order. So if you want to go, if you're 18, you could go around and go do Grizzly Pear and come back and have your spot. And if you miss it by 1 spot, I'll still put you up. I have whatever, I think I had an hour and a half that I had to fill. So I was like, either I'm just doing 10 minutes at the end, or you do yours. I'd much rather have you do yours.
Yeah.
What was that, Mike, you're talking about?
That was in New York, the Village Lantern.
I was like, where's the Grizzly Pear?
But yeah, like I think a lot of mics out here don't have comic first attitudes.
You're getting lazy, dude.
What?
You usually open it for me.
Oh, shit. My bad. I was so intrigued by whatever we were talking about.
But, I think Grizzly Pear is a good biker name for Mike here. But like not like a leather biker, like a lycra biker,
Like a biker from Tron.
There you go. Yeah, the Grizzly Pear from Tron.
Yeah,
it's a neon green bike. Yeah.
Like when Cap City did the stupid standby stuff. Like they could come out like the second someone got there, they could be like, all right, you're here at 5. All right, you're here at 5:30, and been like, all right, that's the standby list.
Yeah.
But instead, you're just wasting your whole fucking night.
Oh yeah, waiting. And there might not even be anybody on
standby.
There
might not be no standby spots. Yeah.
I like that they guaranteed like 5 spots before, wasn't it? But and then they're like, nah, we're gonna fill that up.
So we'll see. Are you doing Funniest Guy in Austin?
I didn't do that.
You didn't do it?
Yeah. See, he knows.
He knows.
I know. I'm not. He's delusional.
This is true.
He's going.
My fucking week is just packed.
What do you got?
It's Owen, Ray, I'm going to say her name wrong, Giovanni.
Giovanni?
She's a door guy at Mothership. And then apparently there's in Old Austin.
Genevieve. God, John. You got me up with that one.
Giovanni?
I was like, Giovanni.
She's an Italian million.
Well, because we have a comic named Giovanni.
Do we?
Yeah. He's a door guy at Shakespeare.
I know
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
But
and then
Genevieve.
Justin, who works there too. So there's like.
Oh, Justin's gonna be on there.
And then Dan P, who does spots all over the city. He talks about like coming fast and being like half Russian, half Ukrainian or something.
Okay.
He sits a lot. He's a stool guy.
Okay.
But I was like,
probably from all that coming.
Like I've seen some of the shows. I'm like, I don't know any of these guys. Like, or I know like 3 of them. It's their first like 2 months into comedy. I was like, this is the easiest one to win. And then I see some, and I'm like mine. I'm just like, I'm so fucked.
So who are you up against?
Owen, Ray Genevieve, Giovanni.
Genevieve. Oh shit. Genevieve's
Dan P, Justin O'Donnell.
Just knowing Cap City, Genevieve probably take it.
Genevieve's going to take it.
Yeah.
Well, there's always a woman winner.
Yeah.
So she's going to get one of the 3 spots.
Yeah. And plus, she's not funny.
No, she is very funny. Yeah. She's a door guy at the mothership. She's very funny.
Yeah. But do your best and get a good tape.
Yeah. That's my whole thing is just have fun and have the tape in the main room. Hopefully, they all pack it out with people. So.
Yeah, I think those shows are selling.
Yeah.
If anything, they should be $4 tickets like last night's.
Yeah.
You don't even.
How are they doing the judging on?
Well, they say it's a count that. So like when I went to watch Mumford, and they give you like a piece of paper, and you're supposed to rank them 1 through 10. And if you don't rank 1, the paper's torn up and thrown out. So I don't know how it counts. If it's we take your 1, 2, 3 and give them all a point. Or if however they do it. But, and they like put a notes section so you could take notes on all of them and all sorts of dumb shit. So then they take the papers out back and supposedly count them. I think there's 2 spots and 1 is a gimme from the club. Because the booker sits in back. And she is very stringent with her laughs, let's say. I was like, come on, do you even enjoy this? Why are you... If you're going to book by numbers...
Yeah.
Why, unless you actually enjoy comedy, what's the fucking point of even sitting in here? Just go on all their Instagrams. This guy has 20K. This guy has 1. All right, the 20K guy wins.
I also think judging comedy, like if you just throw a bunch of random comics up on a stage and you ask the crowd to judge them,
well, people don't know.
I think you would end up with like a sum of 0.
I mean, on Ray's night, it was pretty good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you get so many different people that come out to a show, like And but you're talking funniest person in Austin. People are going to be bringing out their people.
Right.
There's going to be people that come out and vote for them. Like that's
a thing too. But I will say the 2 guys that brought one guy brought half the room, the other guy brought half the room, and then there was a few more people. Neither of them won, which I was very happy about because they weren't very funny. And they're both 1 year in, not even. So
So that's why I don't want to hear that right there. He was 1 year in, not that funny. That's why I'm not doing it this year.
Yeah, but you work hard.
Yeah, thank you.
These 2 guys I've seen once, twice, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Once or twice, and they just signed up for
funniest person.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's delusional.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind. I don't.
But it's good.
I don't think what you're doing is wrong.
It's the Daredevil thing. That spot is now taken. That somebody else funny isn't going to get it.
That being said, they do have like 120 spots, I think. So if you take 1, you're probably cutting out someone not that funny, or someone who's just a slapdick.
Well, think about
forever to line up.
That line at the mothership.
Yeah.
There's 200 people there. How many of those
are slapdicks?
There's so many people that I see in those lines that I've never seen before.
Well, how many?
That's kind of disappointing.
When you watch, how many people
I feel like I go out enough, and then
Yeah.
I know pretty much everybody. Like we all know the same people. We all know who we're all talking about.
Yeah.
And then you go to the mothership line, and you're like, there's so many people that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Or you've only seen in the line.
It's like, where are you doing comedy? Like, are you just waiting for this? Because if you are, fucking kudos to you. That's the ballsiest thing you could ever fucking do.
Well, that's what drives me nuts. The people that go on and they're like, it's my first time. And I'm like, get the fuck off my fucking stage.
Wearing a cape, there's.
I will say, I think Zeb Green's first time was there. And he's kept up with it, at least. I'll give him that. He's funny. He kept doing comedy.
Okay.
He even compared to a bunch of the people that are like, it's my first time, and he fucking sucked they suck dick and you never see them again. I'm like, you literally just stole a spot from someone.
Yeah.
But you're just a fan of the show.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts.
Yeah. That happens on Kill Tony all the time.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I thought it'd be cool to get on.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Well, at least some of them write a minute.
Yeah.
Some
don't.
fans, some fans write a minute. They
Some
have a fan minute.
have their boyfriend write them a minute, hoping that they have two poll chances then.
Oh, let's talk about what happened Monday. Swiggy's mom got called up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and Swiggy's in the back area waiting with his mom. They came in together, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm Swiggy's mom." Blah blah. Oh, we know Swiggy. Have a nice day. Did not bring Swiggy up at all. So I know. Yeah, I know. I think what's happening is just like on
Well,
the
I think since the 10-year, he's been like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, we're not bringing any. Nobody else up again.
Well, I do think there's probably some pressure on him too, because like
There's so many people signed up now.
well, he's a barometer. You know, Adam only gets to see X amount of people, and then Tony gets to see X amount of people. So, and then some of those people go on to Secret Show, and then maybe some stuff, maybe not. But it's like
I'm really surprised that after you killed Tony that you haven't got pulled on Mothership though. You would think that if they're watching, they should see that somebody, something should happen there.
be nice. Probably not today when I look like a full fucking idiot.
No, that's when it's gonna be today. Yeah. But it's gonna be good for the show.
I'm gonna sign up, and Keith is like, "Leboza looks like a retard. Put him up."
Yeah. Just get a pack of Yellow American Spirits when you sign up.
Yeah.
And just hand it to them.
Come on, Remember that time when I talked to you when you were really sad? Come on.
He's like, yeah, you gave me the pills. I remember you. No.
But he found Cam Patterson, technically, and then he passed him on, and there is, and I think with David Lucas, Hans Kim, Poston, all these guys going around, and they're going to start traveling and having people that they want to bring as openers, people they want to bring as features, shit like that. Yeah. It's going to be people that either get past at Mothership or get past at Kill Tony or shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Every comic in Austin should want the top level and everybody to move them to all start moving up. Yeah, moving up. That's when the wheels are really going to start moving here.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a while. It's Mothership just opened a couple months ago.
Yeah. You got
there's really only been people been coming here for 2-3 years max. For this give it another 2 years and then things will probably look a lot different, but it will be more settled in how things work.
Well, the comics that get me are the ones who were here before Joe. There's some Austin comics that were here.
Oh yeah.
That were doing this shit. But the people that came in after them are the ones who are getting noticed.
Because they're the ones that have the scene. They took over the scene.
Yeah.
The guys that were here 10 years ago
had the chance.
You didn't take over this. Yeah. You let your scene be take over, and then you got lazy and didn't There are people that tell me they're like, "Oh, this guy on your night is an old Austin comic. He's really funny." And I'm like, "I've never heard of him. I've never seen him. I'm around." That's part of the issue. Joe took in 6 guys, and then those 6 guys recommended 4 more guys, and that's how he got his.
Yeah.
And did you guys read that LA Times article that they fucking did?
I don't read.
You can't, but
you're right. I don't disagree with you. We're on the same page.
But that article was fucking stupid. It was just yes, there's a lot of people from LA that are running a lot of stuff. I've met way more comics from Ohio and Florida than I have from LA.
And Boston.
Yeah,
there's a fuck ton of Boston.
And a ton from Philadelphia. Ton from fucking Philly.
Well, because all the LA comics are actually in the Mothership doing shows. Everybody we're meeting is in the Mothership doing shows. That's the Ohio, the Florida people. Yeah, the LA people are doing shit.
It was saying that it had LA was the roots of the comedy. No, they just run the clubs everybody else. Most of the people, most of the comics that I have met are from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, and that too is like you were saying.
Well, nobody's from LA ever, though. Just so you know.
No.
They both claim LA. Yeah.
Well, you could. I'm an LA comic versus I'm from LA are very different.
Yeah.
I'm okay. You started in LA. You blah 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 whatever. Or you started in Idaho and then went to LA after a year and got some credits and shit like that.
Yeah, most people don't start comedy in LA either.
Yeah.
They're from somewhere else and they go to LA.
Right.
And then
It's the same with New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like you were saying, we
There's
should
some
be...
funny Jews from New York. Just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
First racist thing wasn't me this week. Fuck yeah.
Jewish people
Oh,
of the
don't
Jewish
fix
nation.
it. We don't fix things here.
No. I
We
went
don't
to
cut
an
things out.
all-boys Catholic high school, and even back then, you just called them the Jews.
Well, I think that's what Catholics do. I think that's the problem.
I call them the chosen people.
Yeah.
They don't like that. I don't know why. They get very upset with me. I was like, yeah, you're chosen by Hitler, but whatever.
Well, yeah. You should just stop at chosen is the problem.
Yeah. That's where I...
Yeah.
So, like you were saying, we should all hope that, like, Lucas and all those guys keep getting...
Yeah.
So they're out of our way, so their position becomes open, which,
course,
like, 100%. But also, like, I kind of need to see them also give us a little bit leeway now, because they took over this area, which is like the crown that everyone wants to be a door guy at Mothership, but then they still bounce out to do East Austin. It's like, yo, can you leave a couple spots for us? Like, you're doing 6 spots a night. Can you leave Roscoe's to us or East Austin, or like one of the lower level ones that you're not getting paid for? You're just showing up.
That's like the opposite of there. Now you got somebody really good taking somebody's spot that needs to work on.
Like, I need the time in front of an audience. That's where I'm at in my time doing comedy.
Yeah, you just had 300 people in the last show. Can I have these 15?
Can I have this 30-person room that's all blackout drunk? Like, I'll do. Where the fuck are you doing? Like, do your 3 shows at Mothership. Go do a spot at Sunset. I get that.
Yeah.
But then driving across town to do a fucking garbage dump, shipping container, just let it be.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta go take a piss.
Go for it.
How long have we been going?
Looks like an hour right at.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad.
But we're
Not bad for the first piss.
Yeah. Anyways, so we've got Tuesday, Wednesday. So this week I did.
It was the most reluctant camera switch
because I did this stupid. So I'm trying to get this video together. I'm so close to an hour of tag writing stuff of all unique material. And so Wednesday was gonna be my day. I was gonna finish it. I was gonna have all the stuff. I wrote all the stuff on Zeus. Some Greek god shit that I had to like do research on and have all these jokes about. And I did something I did a really raunchy one about this swan fucking Athena. I did all this stuff, just like went out for it.
He was a swan? I thought it was an eagle.
It was a swan when he fucked Athena. So I'm thinking curly dick. I'm talking about swan cum dripping out of her pussy. I'm doing this whole thing. I got it's like a good fucking just. I'm in it. It's hot. I'm sweating. It's a fucking thing. I didn't hit record.
You suck.
Yeah, I know. It would have been such a good closing to the fucking video. Yeah. And I even did the opening for the video too, talking about what it is and why I do this every week and all this stuff. And I don't want to do that opening again next week. Right. I had such a good everything. And
now you have to. You got to go out and be like, hey guys, sorry I didn't hit record last time. And then you could go from there.
But who knows what the subject's going to be. I just had such a good... everything written up. I had 3 good solid jokes. It was a full 5 minutes of all of it. It was good.
Well, that too. That's one of the things that. God damn it! This city is just so fucking frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like last night, even like seeing Spencer, which I like. He's a very good comic. He's a good guy. He's very nice. And I'm like, God, you're getting paid spots at all these places. Let me have one spot. I think also it's mostly me being pissed off that East Austin fired me.
Yeah.
It's like, I kind of want them to have a little desperation.
That would make me so fucking depressed, dude. I get depressed about little shit. If somebody just looks at me wrong or whatever. But if they told me I wasn't funny.
Yeah, I was like, that is the most retarded thing to say to a comic. And especially one with my resume, like...
Yeah. Let it be known, East Austin's a bunch of dickheads. You shouldn't go to that club, and you should support other comedy clubs that no fucking font.
ChadO's words. ChadO's words.
They told you you're not funny. You're gonna fucking.
I'm not defending them. I'm not defending them.
Fuck East Austin. Is all I'm saying.
I do think it's insane that someone on the rise like that would turn around and be like, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah, I'm just standing up for you at that point. That you should not tell anybody that at all, ever. Just because you never know who they're going to end up being.
Yeah,
a guy with a gun.
You could just make something up. You could just be like, "Hey, man, we got too many people."
Well, for all you know, I don't have a hatchet behind my back right now. I can just fucking hatchet you in the head. You don't know who the fuck I am. Right.
He could have just been like, "We got too many door guys, bro. We'll shout out to you if we ever need you."
Who's funny now? That's all I'm saying.
You suck.
I've been told I give serial killer vibes. I'm just gonna start leaning into it.
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. The first drop always freaks me out.
I don't care.
The first drop always gets. I'm like, the fuck is that?
I think it was through the speakers too.
God damn it. That makes it worse because it's like outside.
Yeah, they hear.
Yeah.
It's more of a background thing happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more in your head.
It is more there.
Yeah.
So was the Kentucky scene good at all, or was it?
The Kentucky comedy scene's not bad.
I feel like I did an open mic when I was there for that week. I did like one. No, it would have been before I started. I'm lying.
There's been a couple Ohio people like that. That one guy was recently down here.
Johnny Woods.
Well, if you're from Ohio, you have to hit like Louisville, Indiana.
Yeah. Wyatt Lutz.
Wyatt, yeah, Wyatt was down there. And then
very funny guy from Ohio.
Ari did it too. Those guys go through there. Even Bert Kreischer's been down there.
Yeah, I saw it Fully Loaded there before I moved out of there, and they just got a club like a year and a half ago, like a real club a year and a half ago. Famously, they had the Caravan, which got shit on by Doug Stanhope and Segura.
For what?
If Doug Stanhope is talking about how bad your place is,
for fucking with your tickets, for fucking with ticket numbers. And like nobody went there for like 5 years.
Well, that's why I felt bad last night.
And then a club opened up, Louisville Comedy Club. The owners own a bunch of like really good clubs, Bricktown, Spokane Comedy Club. Like their background kind of looks all the same in all of them.
They're real club owners.
Yeah, real club owners definitely, and they run a good club, good people that work there. But that was like their first real club, and it as far as I knew, it did pretty well enough for LOL came in.
Okay.
So there's a Laugh Out Loud Louisville now.
Okay. So they got two clubs in Louisville.
So now they have two clubs in Louisville, which is good, but Louisville's small. I don't know if I literally don't know if it can support like two real clubs.
Well, they have to serve food and they have to pay for the room. They have to give out free tickets. You won free tickets every fucking week. That's what's gonna have to happen every week.
Yeah.
But which, like, paper in the room's rough.
But as far as like the scene that I was in, like obviously I
Blue
was
Dick.
Like,
bar shows and shit?
Maybe one mic a night.
Okay.
Maybe. Like I think
which does kind of put the pressure on you though. Because then you're like, I have to go, like, because I'll be like, the 6 o'clock mic, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'll go
but
to
if you're at the one mic a night, one mic that's on like a Tuesday, and there's like 12 people there, and it's the same 12 people that you're gonna see tomorrow and saw the day before that. Sometimes that can get, but it picked up because I also started like I don't know, the pandemic like wasn't over, but like COVID was still like going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's when I started. And it started to like, because it was just real slow. And then it started to like pick up after a while, and then the new club opened up, and that more people started going out. But then I moved here.
Yeah.
And it's way, like I said, like there's more people that sign up for a midnight mic than go to like a regular like bar show. Like I'm talking like comics and like people. Audience included. Like there's more comics that show up to a midnight.
Well, it is. I would think that they would have some. There's got to be some way of selling it. There's got to be some way of selling it to the people down there.
In Kentucky, I mean, you got to get up in 4 hours to attend the garden or the fields, whatever that shit is.
Also, there's just better cities that are like 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Or bigger cities like Cincy and Nashville are the two like closest ones, and just better.
Is Nashville only 2 hours?
From Louisville, yeah, it's about 2 hours, yeah. So, and Cincy's not a bad comedy city. Cincy's a shit city, but not a bad comedy city. Indianapolis has Helium, so it's like it's got like a crew there. And then Chicago's not that far
Not
away.
that bad,
So like if you're good at comedy in Kentucky, you usually leave immediately. Not saying that that's what I did, but fucking.
But also get the fuck out.
Yeah, you just know like you're not gonna. Nothing's gonna happen there.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking. And there's a bunch of funny people from Kentucky. That chick that had that went viral for getting that fucking beer thrown at her by that supporter. She was from Kentucky.
Kentucky?
Yeah, Ariel.
Well, no wonder she wore it so well.
Yeah,
It's not the first time.
She's like a Jew from Kentucky, like Ron Hirschberg. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
He's also a Jew from Kentucky, which is weird. The two of them.
There's not many.
Jewish people.
The only two Jews from Kentucky
are like,
being
we're gonna be
comics,
comics,
and it's just like,
Yeah.
All right.
the Jews definitely run the media.
Well, they're not good comics. No, yeah. Did they make it?
Ronon's good. She's like an opener, but like that popped her career pretty good. So I'm sure she's featuring and possibly headlining now.
But yeah, Ronon's very funny.
Ronon's good.
And he's in a group of people. His tongue might be too fat for his mouth, but
I don't watch Jewish comedy. I don't know.
So you have a very small scope of comedy then.
yeah. Also, your list of people that you're killing as your serial killer persona is getting smaller and smaller.
Well, I don't like Dane Cook. Is all I'm saying. That's the kind of comedy I'm going to go for.
Jean jackets. I love him now that like the picture he's using he's playing the Moody Center like next month or whatever.
Yeah.
And the picture on his posters is him like 20 years ago. I'm like, I hated that shit when people would do that.
There's a lot going on with Dane Cook.
Yeah.
Like also he's from.
Don't you dare say Kentucky.
No, he's from Massachusetts, where I grew up in Boston, but I can't remember, not too far away. But like he blew up like huge because like MySpace and all that shit. And then he was super rich, and his brother like
stole all his money.
Yeah,
And then start over. He still doesn't know where the money's at. He will not tell him where the money's at.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
That's fucking awesome. He's like, yeah, I'll get out in a while.
Yeah, I'll be out in 10 years. And I'll still have it.
And then he like married some girl that was like 18 years old in one day, and he was like, I've been in love with her for like 4 years.
Yeah.
And everyone was just like, you're fucking like
what the fuck
50,
is going
dude.
on?
Yeah. He's a wild ride.
Yeah.
They'll make a movie about him.
He still waits till she was 18. Chris D'Elia.
That's gotta be rough when they make a movie about you and they use a better actor than you were. Like, god damn it.
Well, the Ice Cube son playing Ice Cube was
that was good.
Yeah, that was interesting. Did you hear that on Rogan? He was talking about.
I haven't watched that.
That was a good one.
It's a good movie.
But
I don't know if you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about the Rogan podcast, Joe Rogan's podcast.
Did he have Ice Cube on? Or
Yeah,
okay.
this is the latest one. Yeah, it's a good one. But he talks about his son, how he got the part and shit. It's a good deal. But he also had Killer Mike on there. I thought that was
how he got the part. He was my son.
That's what you would think, and that's why you got to watch it.
I'm sure he made him go through the fucking ringer for it.
But
he's been on some stuff before then. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, no. That was his first.
Was his first
game. The whole story's pretty interesting. But but now he's doing shit everywhere. But because of this. But he worked for 2 years to get the part. He worked with the acting coach and all that shit. And,
that's cool.
Yeah, so he wasn't just given the part, but he auditioned for it and was the best Ice Cube. I mean, he looks just like the motherfucker. Yeah.
He does. It's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Seeing him and being like,
Yeah.
That's why Ice Cube was saying he used to take him on tour and he would like do old NWA songs with them, and he was like, man, this little motherfucker got the swagger just like he reminds me of young me. There he is. But
that's what children are, Ice Cube. In case you didn't know, children are just young you.
But do either of you guys have kids?
Yes.
I got two up. No, I got one upstairs.
How many kids he has.
No. I don't know who's here today, but there's people here today.
There's humans.
How old are your kids?
They're like in their 20s, like 25, 30.
How
They're 21 and 22.
How old
they're
are
between
you?
3. I'm 42. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So you had kids young.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 33, and
How old are your
Mike's
kids?
6 and 1.
So when they're 21, you're gonna be.
I'll be almost 50.
Okay. You'll still look like this though.
Hopefully.
I mean, nobody
You're
knows
not a bad looking guy. When I'm 50, I'm going to be torn down.
What's your day job?
I do like handyman work.
Yeah.
And I'm already falling apart. I'm having surgery in a couple weeks.
On what?
Yeah, hernia.
Ooh, that's not a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a bunch of jokes.
Hopefully they'll put something shitty in you and you can sue in 10 years.
That's what I'm hoping. They've already done it once, the mesh.
The mesh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I remember those ads.
Yeah, same here. I used to fall asleep to them. Yeah.
That's a big Midwest ad.
Yeah, definitely.
That's for sure.
Like, did they put the mesh in your hernia? I was like, I don't know what this is.
All the farmers that blew their asshole out fucking trying to do
Well, it's also funny because it's like on like late night. So I'm trying to watch like a girl's like jump on trampolines and shit. And then they're like, is your asshole bleeding all the time? And they're like, God, what are you doing? You're killing me.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah, no, but the fucking crazy thing, I make like equal amount of money, not that I make a lot of money, but I make equal amount of money doing less work in Austin than I did in Kentucky. Okay. I used to have to work like 50, 60 hours a week in Kentucky to make the type of money that I work in Austin. Yeah.
Well, it is 110 degrees.
Isn't the cost of living way more here, though?
It is. But I got lucky. I got a wife that makes a lot of money, so I can work less now, and because she makes a ton more money.
See how the whole story starts coming out?
Yeah. So I can work less and like help.
And just don't get her pregnant, so you still stay working. Yeah, you got to keep her working.
Yeah, and she works.
Stay at your job.
Yeah.
What's she do?
She's an accountant.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She's big time.
They probably need a lot of those out here now with all the fucking businesses coming out. So
she works for fucking Brinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like money truck.
Well, that's the money you want to count.
Yeah.
She's counting everyone's money.
Yeah.
She comes in, she's like, do you want to know how much the mothership made this week?
No shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Big time. Yeah. No, and I do like, I build shit and put furniture together and sometimes get to do some cool shit, but most of the time I'm just like painting and fucking cutting down trees for people and stuff like that. Yeah.
Something.
Wow.
Until then, I'm doing until I get my surgery though. I'm doing DoorDash, which I fucking hate. Yeah, I can't stand it.
Is it that shitty? Why'd you hate it more than?
It's just so fucking boring.
Okay.
Because like it's the only thing I got. Like I can't like do my work.
Yeah, so you can't do physical labor.
And I don't have like they don't give you fucking unemployment when you're a contractor and shit like that. So like I gotta have some way of making fucking money, and it's not that much money. It's really not good money. You got to do it for like long fucking hours. You got to
it's stupid. It's hard in your car.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking bullshit, and then it's just fucking boring. Like I've gone through every single fucking podcast. I've been doing it for like found out about like a month ago, so I've been doing it for like a month.
You're just trying to blow your fucking brains out.
Every fucking podcast. Yeah. I'm done listening to music. I'm done I'm done fucking driving around. Yeah, it sucks.
I used to haul equipment for a film company, and I was like, some of those days you would just be like, fucking, there's nothing.
Yeah.
So I would like, I'd call people. They'd be like, the fuck? I haven't heard from you in 7 years. I'd be like, let's catch up.
Yeah, I did the
same. I'm in the film industry now.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? I was like, driving to Syracuse. How about you?
Well, you don't do that part. You say, I'm driving to a set that's going to have,
Pete Davidson.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They're like, it's midnight. I'm sleeping. I'm like, yeah, but come on.
Yeah.
Old times.
Dude, if you hang up this phone, I'm going to drive off the road. Fucking don't hang up the phone. Don't hang up the phone, man.
I'm losing it. God damn.
Tell me everything's going to be okay.
But it does get the worst is like when I drove, I would take like I would drink a ton of Red Bull, and then I'd get wherever I go, and I'd have like 4 hours to sleep. So I'd just pound like a fifth of whiskey so I could fall asleep to counteract the Red Bull. Yeah. And then I'd wake up and be like, all right, more Red Bull.
I'm chugging Red Bull, and then like you'll be going, and next thing you'll know, like you get fucking stopped at a restaurant, and you're there for a really long time. You're just like,
skilled me.
Somebody doesn't give me this fucking food right now. Like
my restaurant does that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start flipping fucking tables, yo. Like,
see, does DoorDash make you wait for them, or can you cancel it?
You can.
I cancel those things. If there's like two things I'll do. One, if I'll ask them how long it is. If it's more than 5 minutes, I'll cancel it. But if they give me an attitude about it, or if they tell me if it's 5 minutes and now I'm waiting 10 minutes or whatever, it'll be another 10 minutes, I'll quit that restaurant. I'll act like I work there. I'll be like, this restaurant sucks. I'm never coming back to work here again. I fucking quit. I'll make a big scene and I'll fucking walk out. Sometimes I have to come back to that restaurant in an hour or so.
Yeah.
I've done this a couple times. You can quit jobs all day long with Uber.
Yeah.
That's like the best part of it.
I have my wife write bad Yelp reviews. It smells like shit.
He knows all about that,
too. I'll do that, but that's more for other business reasons.
No, I go tell them. I'm like, just go somewhere else, bro.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? I was like, it's pizza. It takes long. If I don't know, it's like coming out of the oven right now. I'm just like, dude, just cancel it.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, but I need to. I was like, I get it.
There's another one. There's
Just
other
like,
orders.
yeah,
There's another order right behind.
I'm like,
it.
to be honest,
Always.
it's going to be like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You do not want to be sitting here. But on the flip side, they're always like coming at me. And like, I'm just a server. I'm just like helping out when I can. We have a cashier, but they're like 18. So they don't. And they'll be like, where's my fucking. I was like, I don't want you here either, bro. If I could snap my fingers and be here, I want you the fuck out of my way. Like,
The only time I was ever a real dickhead about it is it was at like fucking a Chipotle that had like just opened up, so it was fucking packed. There's tons and tons of people there, and somebody had said that like it was gonna be like an hour and 45 minutes, and I was a little fucking stoned. I was like, I'm staying here for 3 hours. I don't give a fuck. Give me my food. And everyone kind of like rallied around that, and then like I had made there had been people who had been there for like a long time. There was somebody who like had been there for like a legit like an hour waiting for like
That's
an Uber
insane.
or something like that.
That's crazy.
And we all cheered, and then like 5 seconds later, I got mine. And I was like, oh, fuck you guys.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I liked it.
Yeah, I do not wait. Yeah, I'm not getting paid to wait. I get paid
Yeah.
for delivery.
Yeah.
So that's so stupid to wait.
no, I try to be very upfront. I was like, they say 5 minutes.
So do you
The
try to
cook's a
get
slap
them
dick.
to cancel it?
No, I cancel. I'll
you
say
cancel it
I'll say
yourself, so you-
it sets a break time.
You say fuck the numbers and all that
No,
shit?
so my cancel rate's only 3%.
Only-
Like because yeah.
What do you mean only 3%?
So like it tells me how much I cancel, how many orders I take, and all that shit.
So do you do Uber or DoorDash?
Uber Eats.
Okay, so in DoorDash, it's the other way around. You get I'm like 88 or 90% acceptance rate.
Okay, yeah, no, my acceptance rate is 28%. That's how many. So I only accept 28% of the orders I'm shown because I hold out for double digits and short rides, and I will wait for a ride before I'll wait for a pizza.
And do you think that works out better for you than just taking every? I've found in the month that unless you just want to wait around, it's just better, and you make more money if you just accept every job, no matter what. That's just what
my
I
average is $30 an hour.
Jesus Christ,
Is that better?
that's better. Yeah, that's better than mine.
Okay, well
Yeah.
then it works
Yeah.
better. I'll tell you right now because
Yeah.
I don't accept $5, $7, nothing like that. If it has to be a double digit and it has to be within. So like if it's a $12 order, it has to be less than 12 miles. I won't do more than the dollar amount in miles.
Who the fuck is ordering food 15 miles away?
Oh, that's the big
Oh,
one.
dude, it happens a lot.
Yeah, the 30 miles a lot of times. Yeah.
Is it like Buca de Beppo where there's like
Yeah,
one?
no, it'll be like
That's all I can see. It's like,
it'll be like Chick-fil-A, dude. Yeah,
there's Chick-fil-A everywhere.
yeah,
How is it
no,
over-
exactly. Yeah, so and it's the way it works.
I
out
like
for
the
the driver.
Chick-fil-A in
No,
6th Street.
They don't have a
instead of-
choice. They don't have a choice. Uber tells the driver which one it's going to go for, and that's where it goes. It goes to the one that they need it to go to for the drivers, for the business, all that stuff, and then they'll pay for you to take that cold ass Chick-fil-A all the way across the town. Yeah, it's the dumbest fucking thing. Also,
This makes no fucking sense.
it's also culturally inappropriate for Indian people here to tip. So what will happen is all the Indian restaurants, their orders will sit there for 2.5 hours until Uber pays you enough money to take it down to their house. Because it's not worth it. It's not worth $2 to take it 10 miles or whatever. So eventually Uber will lose money on that deal, and they'll pay $20 for what was originally a $2 delivery.
So when you say double digits, you mean double digits in the delivery price
Yeah,
or
yeah,
in
yeah.
your tip price?
No, because I don't know it says a total. So like it
Your
includes a
total
tip.
cost.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Uber Eating under $10?
Everybody. There's so many
So
$5
many.
and $3, $2 ones I see. I
What
can't.
can you even buy for $2?
No, it's not. No. The delivery. The
It's-
delivery.
It's the fee that you get paid.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how much is that? How much is the food they're getting?
The average is probably around $6.
For him.
No,
My-
I'm talking like the overall average because I accept everything.
Yeah, I know
So,
shit.
so what happens with me is because I accept everything, I get like if I'm not not currently doing one, I'll get a high priority, which is anything over like $8.50 or something like that.
So
I get low priority,
so
but I
like
still
they're
get
buying $8.50 worth of food.
No.
That's what I'm
No.
asking. Is how much is the food?
We don't know.
Food,
It doesn't
the
matter.
food has nothing to do with the cost.
What?
We have no
the
clue.
food has nothing to do with what you make.
Right.
Yeah. Nothing
Unless
to do.
they tip.
It could be it could be 50 bags of food. It could be one little bag of
cupcake.
food.
It could be a cupcake that you get $20 to deliver.
That cost has nothing to
Wait,
do
where's
with
that
what
cost
you get
come?
paid.
Uber.
How
It averages
how
out.
far you have to drive, how far you are from the pickup place. That's the factors.
The customer is not paying for this. Uber's paying for this. What they're doing is they're pulling everybody's money to get like insurance. And the short ones they make more money on. The longer ones they make less money on. Some people tip more, so they don't pay you as much for those. So sometimes.
So when I tip my Uber Eats, so that I always tip in cash.
So
I'll leave cash at my door and I'll tip it to the door.
That's the best thing to do. That's the best thing.
Yeah,
to do.
because I figured it was kind of like
Yeah.
what you're saying. So when
But
I tip
also, I
on the
don't-
app, it goes to
Right.
Uber, and they just get.
And they give that
They
tip.
just
They
eat
give that
that.
tip to the driver.
Here's the
on
problem.
on top of usually a cost, whatever their thing is. Like so.
No,
so like
because
when
he's saying if
No.
he has an $8 fee and I tip $8.
he's gonna get $16.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's the deal.
If the fee is $8 and you tip $8, he gets $16.
Okay.
But the fee's never $8. The fee is usually like in between like $2.50 and $5.
For him, but I've been getting $15 delivery fees because of the ones I pick. But check this out.
I'm about to have Uber and DoorDash drivers fighting.
Here's the deal. If you're tipping cash, I'm not going to pick up that order because it's only going to show me like a $3.
No, I know.
So-
I usually I'll put like 3 or 4 on the tip.
Yeah.
And then I'll put 5 on the door.
Yeah.
That's where I get that because, and here's the thing: when you accept everything, here's where
You get the cash ones and stuff, yeah. But you also get apartments that are 4th-story floors. You get ones you can't fucking find. I
That's
wait.
why whenever I pull into a place, and the best part is the maps don't bring you. It brings you
take
to
you
the
close
leasing office.
enough,
It
yeah.
brings you to the leasing office. And if you write you're on the 4th floor, when I pull in, I'm sorry, my GPS doesn't work anymore. You have to come to me, and then I just wait.
So that's where you get bad tips. What
I
do,
get great
So
tips. I'm not worried about my tips.
yeah, here's the deal. On those ones, what I do on those ones is go, I can't find you. I'm looking for you, and I'll wait 8 minutes, and then I'll cancel your order and take your fucking food and get paid for your delivery. Because you get 8 minutes to fucking find them after you message them once you're at the spot. So if there doesn't believe you
Once
to the
you're
spot,
at the GPS location.
So once you get to that spot, you message them. There's a counter, a timer that starts counting down, and they have 8 minutes to find you.
Such a piece of shit, this guy.
So now, if they don't find me, I get paid for the delivery, and I'm eating your fucking food.
I don't think DoorDash has that.
What do you do with the food if you can't find the people?
I've never not found a person.
I never find people. All the time. All the time.
I've never had
And they can't rate you?
3 meals a day. No, they can't. They can't give you a thumbs down. They can't do anything because you canceled the order. So once it's canceled, they can't do shit to you. All they have to do is call Uber. It's over.
Be like, I need my money back?
Yeah, our transaction is done. So yeah, if they're not there, if they don't come down to me, they want to be dicks, and I can't find them. I'm not gonna find you. I'm not gonna go out of my way to find you for $5. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta change over to fucking
Yeah. See.
DoorDash is it's not hard. You just accept.
You're
everything.
literally blowing my mind right now.
Yeah. It's really good.
I'm also learning why this is a job for minorities because they'll do what he does.
Yeah. No.
Dude, I had
You're
a
working
guy-
like a minority. Is what he said.
You're working like a minority, bro.
I don't like sitting
Work like a
around.
white.
I don't like sitting around. I can't stand that shit.
Just do like I do.
You know all that white privilege shit you hear? Work like a white.
No, that doesn't work when you look like this. You're about to learn that.
but here's the other thing that's gonna really blow your mind is my satisfaction
Because
rate.
of my
What people actually rate me, what on my thumbs up, thumbs downs, is 98%.
Because you control the people who are
Rating.
giving you those
Yeah,
ratings.
I do, because I can't tell if you're a dick. Yep.
Yeah.
So I have really high ratings, which gives me priority, and then I pick and choose.
Chad's coming home every night with Buca de Beppo. He's like, Buca pickup, of course, canceled.
I had
Like,
my,
where's your house at? You just drove by 6 times.
I had my first one this week. A lady canceled after I had already picked up the food, and I was like, I didn't know what to do, so I just fucking ate the food. And
Yeah.
It was really, really fucking good.
Yeah.
I can't fucking remember what it was now. It was like a chicken fucking fajita taco or something
That's
like
your
that.
first one to get to eat?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I get food every time I deliver. I'm like, what do you got?
Chad's actually doing it just because he doesn't want to feed himself. He's just like, he does it long enough until he's just like, this smells good enough.
The worst part is he probably has like a ton of allergies and he's just like happy petting himself. He's like, oh,
it's got peanuts in it.
like, fuck it.
But the family loves it, dude. Yeah, we bring. Yeah.
Dad brought takeout again. Yeah, it's Rachel's, but whatever.
But sometimes it's stupid stuff. Like a lot of times, the ones that get canceled or the ones I can't find is like sticky rice or just something stupid.
I bet Voodoo Donuts has retarded DoorDashes.
Oh yeah,
because they're like $40 tabs for 2 donuts.
Fuck, what's the name of it? Bahama Bucks. You guys know what Bahama Bucks is? It's like a smoothie ice cream place.
They're expensive.
Stop. People are DoorDashing
six smoothies, ice creams, whatever the fuck it was. 6 of them. 4 big ones, 2 small ones. Guess what the bill was?
What?
$48.
Yeah.
Christ.
48.
It's going to be melted by the time it
Plus
gets there.
delivery, plus the tip.
Yeah. That was $48 just for the shit.
So my girl DoorDashes a lot. She buys DoorDash a lot. I think she's got the subscription, so it's like free.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I get home from work at like 3:30 sometimes. So I let the DoorDash guys in and the Uber driver. You know, in like Tenet, where he's like, "Oh, you could get anywhere with a clipboard and a vest." And it's like now, if you just have McDonald's in your hand, I'm like, "You're an Uber Eats driver. Come on." Like,
Everybody comes in. Yeah.
So I let this guy in, and we go to the elevator together, and I'm like, "What for?" And he's like, "4." And I see the bag, and I was like, "Fat bitch." And he's like, "What?" I was like, "No one else's. It's mine." And he's like, "What?" I was like, "Is it Lauren Emery?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "That's my girl." I was like, "Do you want me to take it?" He's like, "No, I have to take it to the door."
Hey,
like,
so you're just gonna walk him up to the door?
Yeah. And I opened the door. I was like, "You're so fucking fat." And he's just like, "What the fuck?" Who DoorDashes food at 3:30? Like,
it's funny. Somebody who hasn't ate all day for one.
But you missed lunch, and now you're just like you're irresponsible. You couldn't figure out how to feed yourself at an appropriate time.
I eat every time, all the time. There's no appropriate times for me.
There's a lot of things that I've learned from doing it, though. Like, if you live in a gated community, that means nothing.
Oh, yeah.
That means nothing. I've driven through every single fucking gate.
I'll tell you what it means. It means if you don't put your gate code in, I'm not getting in. I'm taking your food. That's what that means.
You're always getting canceled.
I'll be sitting at an open gate for 8 minutes. You know, what's the gate code? What's the gate code? I can't get in.
That's fucking hilarious.
I could not imagine talking to Chad while I'm hungry, being like, I see on the cameras the door's fucking open.
I know, there's so many people that get fucking mad at Chad.
And then he has to go deliver it after me. He's gonna pick it up. Yeah.
No, I can't bring myself to do it. I think I've done it like once at a wedding because like she needed food, she was drunk. I was hammered, so I was like, all right, I'll DoorDash something. And that might be the only time I've ever Uber Eats or DoorDash something because it's just like it just blows my mind.
At hotels,
it blows my mind that that's a thing.
At hotels, I do it a lot.
Right there with you because I've only ever done it because of the wife and kids. I've never done it for myself. Like,
I was like, some poor bastard has to bring me my food because I was a piece of shit and didn't plan ahead. Like,
yeah. That's their business model, dude. That's what they go by.
Yeah.
Well, it's also insane that it didn't become a thing until Uber became a thing. Like it was easily there, and it was like,
it was a thing. And Pizza Hut did it.
Yeah, I guess.
There were delivery drivers before. It's just they made them like a union.
But what happened was they didn't charge extra if you ordered from a delivery. Like Uber charged you another 30% to order from their app or whatever. It's more expensive to order.
That's another reason I can't do it. I'm like, $3 more bucks? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's crazy expensive.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy expensive.
Yeah.
That's why, like, if you ever see, somebody explain this to me. There's a lot. So like Uber, you said Uber automatically adds 30% to like the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So DoorDash doesn't do that because not everybody works with DoorDash, but there are restaurants that do that, and people have like caught them because they used to have like pictures instead of like being able to like
you see the old menu?
You
Yeah.
just get to the picture, and they would just literally white out the price, and you're like, you're doing that because like you're charging us fucking more. And then
The app
people,
is,
the app is, and so they stopped doing that.
Yeah.
DoorDash used to give you, like, if you would go to a restaurant that they needed the menu for, they used to give you $1 to take a picture of the menu. An extra $1 where you
That's
just
fucking nuts.
Well, you're just in
To
the
do their
fucking
job
restaurant.
for them.
Yeah.
That's not a bad deal.
If you're doing it, like, you're
might as
just
well.
there. It's gonna take.
Well, like my pizza place still has a phone. It drives me nuts. Well, because we pull tips, so we have 2 cashiers now that are on our tip pull.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they mostly answer phones. It's 2023. Do it all online. Fuck
Yeah.
these kids. Like, get them the fuck out of my restaurant. You need one kid to run back and forth and hand off the pizzas to DoorDash drivers.
Pulling tips sucks, dude. That discourages me so much, dude, because I work hard for tips. I make tips. That's what I do. And so if I'm putting it in a pool, I'm not gonna work.
No, once I get back from, I got like 2 trips coming up, and once I get back, I'm out. I'm gonna go work at a steakhouse at lunch and just say fuck it.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm gonna cut my hair, I'm gonna cut my beard, I'll look presentable again.
Yeah. Speaking of being presentable, I just hired a new sales guy for the website stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be good.
Who is it? Is anyone?
He's from Florida, but no, he's just a guy who applied on Indeed.
Nice.
But he's got some good history, so it'd be fun to see. He's gonna start Wednesday.
Cool.
Yeah.
You said he's a sales guy.
Yeah, I got
He's got an internet company.
website development and marketing shit. Just starting to back up. We used to do it a while ago, and slowly been building it back up. Now could be probably doing an office here in the next couple months. But yeah, getting things going again.
There you go.
So now that we've talked for 30 minutes about DoorDash on a comedy podcast,
Yeah, I want to make sure people know that I have other things going on, that I'm not just a DoorDasher, that I actually have a business that I'm working on.
you're a stand-up comedian, Chad.
was
Even
about to
if
say,
Ellie, whatever the fuck, says you're not.
DoorDash and Uber is like 30% of comics and like 25% of all DoorDash and Uber.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's what I want to make sure. I'm
there's
not
some crossover.
yeah.
Can you grab me another?
Let's get that.
Thank you.
Bad bartender.
God, I didn't take it off again. I don't know what's wrong with me today.
I used to
think
be-
it's too much America.
Yeah.
Too much America on my chest. Yeah.
That's the one I need.
Yeah, you need America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that way we give Matt and Trey money instead of
Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler, yeah.
They canceled tipping at their new restaurant. You see that?
Which one?
Matt and Trey bought Casa Bonita in
Oh,
LA,
they're not.
and they're paying like $30 an hour to their servers
No
instead
tips?
of tipping.
Yeah.
So the customer is just like no tips. It's understood.
Yeah. Apparently the servers are freaking out.
I think if you go in there, you're probably still gonna leave a tip. Though.
you'll probably look. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people still leave cash.
Yeah.
But it's also like, yeah, that if as a server, I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Because I work 5 hours and only 2 of them am I actually serving tables. The
Yeah.
rest I'm like doing like rolling silverware, and there's one table that's like a $20
I don't
tab.
know if you're working there. I don't think you're gonna have much downtime.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
probably
going
pretty
to be-
busy.
Right.
Yeah. They have a water slide.
The Casa Bonita?
Well,
in
according to the
That's fucking wild.
the South Park.
I mean, but you
episode.
still have like an hour before you open that you have to go in and do side work. So it's like instead of getting paid $2.50 for that hour, I get paid $30. Fucking great.
Yeah.
And you're making at least what 5-hour shift? That's $150.
$150, yeah.
Plus, I'm sure you do get cash tips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
So
Yeah.
I like it.
But how much is it? How much of an enchilada is going to be?
Actually, it's probably another smart thing is it cuts out like because nowadays we have like the toast pads, so I could go up at the beginning of the and be like, all right, can I get a credit card for the table? Yeah. Have it set up, and as long as they're not splitting it, it cuts out like a piece of the service.
Yeah.
So then it's just like, you guys all done? Anything else I can get you? No, we're done. Run the card. All right, have a good day.
Do you find that beneficial to
It saves
you?
time.
Just time saver, but do you
Yeah.
think like people like tip more because of that? Because I feel.
Well,
like
I'm
people-
saying for that.
Yeah.
For that,
saves-
they don't
yeah,
have
yeah,
to wait
yeah,
for
yeah,
you
yeah.
to sign.
Yeah,
there's
yeah, yeah.
there's
Save
steps
time-
of service are
save-
cut down
yeah,
so
yeah.
you can flip tables faster.
Yeah, yeah.
Which
But-
they don't give a fuck about the money, but
Have you found that beneficial? Because I feel like now that they, especially like when they do like the tip thing, you gotta tip fucking everywhere.
yeah.
If you flip a screen to me, to tip and you did like nothing except for like hand me something and it knows a computer that did everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to press no and flip it before that screen
does anything.
Does anything.
Oh, like at like Royal Blue.
Yeah.
At Royal Blue, yeah, skip the tip.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
I'm usually a good tipper. You can
for
ask
me,
the people
for
in the cave. I swear
like
to
serving,
God,
You look like it. You look like it.
Serving, it's pretty good. And I've had assholes where I'm holding. I don't hand off my toast. A lot of servers are like, "Here you go, fill it out, whatever." I'm like, "What are you doing? Sit there with them."
Yeah.
And I've had assholes that I knew were gonna hit the 15% button instead of the 25.
Yeah.
And I'll move it. And then I've never had one of them.
That's pretty funny.
Be like, actually, I want to tip less. I'm like, all right, if you don't have the $2 extra, because they've been dicks to me all day.
That's where you turn it back and you just okay everything through, and you're like, already went through, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what
you just do the David Lucas thing.
Dude, I've stolen so much money from people because you could go back in and change people's tips. I'll put it up $3 more and be like, they're not gonna notice.
Yeah, most
they
people
didn't take a receipt.
I think maybe you should admit that one. On there.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's actually your restaurant's policy, like Uber's policy is to cancel after Mine was more actually in the policy.
If you're a cunt to me, you better get a receipt. Otherwise, your tip is going to be changed.
Buck Wild did that. You know, they have that $10 minimum, but they don't tell you that shit.
Yeah.
So I did a $2 drink and a $2 tip, and it cost me $10.
Yeah.
So, fuck you. Yeah.
Buck Wild.
Yeah.
Why am I blanking? Where's Buck Wild?
Buckshot.
Buckshot. Okay.
But it's not Buckshot.
Oh wait,
it's
that place
Wild.
has a $10 minimum.
Yeah, they all do. All the Bucks have a $10 minimum. But you never see that.
I never noticed.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
I still can't believe they charged me for someone else's fucking
bull ride. Yeah. I almost charged you for 2.
Yeah.
Fucking Florida guy.
Fucking Florida bitch.
Yeah. That fucking idiot.
He was so fussy with me. I was like, dude, I've been doing comedy 8 years. I did it 2 years in Florida. I know the Florida scene. And he's like, no, you don't. I was like, okay. Whatever. He's like, you live here now. You can't possibly. I was like, great.
Oh, yeah. It's changed. It's a change.
And then he just ate a fucking bag of dicks on Kill Tony. Suck my ass.
While you were on stage. That's so funny.
So we were playing like the old episode of Kill. You know how it's like 3-week delay or whatever? Oh, that is a rough switch from Yingling to Heineken. I made a horrible decision.
Silver.
So they were playing it at Shakespeare's, the episode I was on, and the guy's like, oh, this is a live feed. I was like, no, it's not. And he's like, yeah, it's a live feed. Like, this is what's going on in Kill Tony right now. I was like, I know the set. I was in the back room. I know Aaron Blyle's set. And he's like, no, this is it. I was like, you're going to be really surprised in about 2 minutes when my voice is coming out of there and I'm sitting right here.
That's awesome.
He's like, I don't think so. I was like, okay, fucking asshole.
Just argue
I'm done trying to convince you.
Yeah, of course.
But then he gets pulled right
Then
there.
he gets pulled.
Right then. Right? Like,
No, he was already in.
Oh, he's already.
I think he was already pulled.
No, because
maybe he did get pulled, right?
He
did get pulled. So
right
he missed the whole
then.
thing.
Yeah, he missed you on
And
stage.
then he ate a bag of dicks.
Because he came over at the end of your set. His set was so short that he got pulled while you went up and got
was
kicked
back in the
room by the time
And
you
when
got
he
done.
came back, you'd be like, dude, you sucked on TV. That's what you should have done. Yeah, hold on. And then you'd be like, hold on, I got pulled too. Like, maybe you have to pause it for your shit, and then you disappear.
And then fucking dick slapped Derek Dimple talking during my set on the microphone. I was like, Derek, shut the fuck up. No one cares about Shakespeare's mic in 30 minutes.
But also, everybody missed his set because it wasn't playing. Nobody was in there during that time. So his was up there.
So also eat a bag of dick.
But it was fun. But I was really surprised with how you turned around Jeff and Dave because they were not into you when you walked up.
They weren't into anything. Dave was like, I'm walking on stage and Dave's like, I want to go.
Yeah, that's what his words. He's like, oh, God damn it.
Jeff was just opening a sandwich and eating it. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to ignore you guys during my set and just go for it.
Yeah.
But it worked out because the stuff you said really turned him around. The set turned Jeff around, and then what you said really turned Dave around.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that was an interesting thing to see. And then, fucking Derek firing back at Jeff. Both you guys did.
It was a good set that night.
Yeah. I didn't see his actual set. He hasn't posted that.
Oh, he only posts that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could if you just watched that episode.
I know. I haven't seen it. Did you see it? You just watch your part, you narcissist.
I watched like the first 20. I watched like my part the first night. Then I started watching the other stuff. And then I was like, I fucking hate Kill Tony. What am I doing? And I was like, all right, fucking, I'm done.
I'm on.
I'm sure I watched Kylie. I watched Kylie's and was like, God, fucking bitch.
Just to see what it was about.
Well, because everyone said she was before me. She's at the end.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah, so she got it after you. Yeah, she got.
Which is super gay.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the credit for it. I'm going to say it was all because I turned Dave around. He wanted to leave, and then he's like, this is fun.
Yeah, I'll have this chick come open for me. You think he was thinking, I need an opener? But, after seeing the other guy's opener, I'm thinking sometimes you don't want the funniest guy in the room to open for you. Yeah.
Well, and it's also, good for her. Who gives a shit? Whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah.
My life sucks. Fuck me.
You're not funny, Zach.
That's according to East Austin Comedy.
Yeah. But according to Kill Tony, you got the big joke book, so fuck them.
Yeah. Well, that's what's so weird, because he was in the room watching, and I was like...
Oh, you saw him.
So now what? No, Casey posted something, and he was right next to him. I was like...
Oh, that's cool.
You fucking piece of shit.
I don't know who this guy is, though. Who is
He's the Black Door guy.
Oh, the East Austin?
Yeah, but I don't know if it was him or Raza that fired me.
Wait, not Miles?
No, Andre.
I don't know. I don't think I know that guy.
I mean, he was super nice to me. didn't enjoy the firing letter.
Yeah.
That wasn't my favorite.
But anyways.
I like that that's like on this podcast, that's my like Shane Gillis SNL moment. I'm like, I got fucking fired from he always talks about getting fired from SNL, and I'm like, I got fired from a club that holds 30 people. Fuck me. God, I'll never make it.
Have you ever been like thrown out of a club or scolded by a club or?
By a club. Oh, I got in a fight.
Or just like a bar. Or like
I got in a fight with the
somewhere.
owner of Off the Hook in Naples. They're like like Sam Morril, Mark Normand, all of them always talk about how much they suck. And I got in like an online tiff with the owner of it.
Yeah.
And that, who gives a fuck? Fuck them. But I got a gun pulled on me in San Francisco, and I got stabbed in LA.
You got stabbed by an owner?
No, by a very black patron. I've told this story on this podcast like 3 times. Yeah.
They leave out the very...
I don't think we talked about that.
Yeah.
I know. No, I would remember.
It was at Canoga Park Bowling Alley. They have a bar in the back where we had a show. I went on, and this fat fucking black lady would not shut the fuck up heckling me. And she showed up right as I was walking the stage. She showed up. And she immediately was like, I want wings. And I was like, bitch, someone will be over in a minute. Just relax. And like I told her like 4 times to like stop talking during my set. And then, of course, I went super racial with it. It was like my first year in comedy. And I was like, oh, the black lady shows up late and orders wings. Does it come with watermelon? And she was like, oh, my God, you're so... And then, like, she's like, wait till my husband gets here. We're going to kick your ass. I was like, whatever. So then I sit for the rest of the show, which was like 40 minutes.
So you waited?
Then I go... No, I forgot about it. And then I went and bowled. They went out to... The guy showed up, and they went out in the parking lot and waited for me. So I sat there for 40 minutes watching the show. Then I bowled 2 games, and so like an hour and 30 minutes probably. Then I go out, and he's like, hey, motherfucker. And I was like, what the fuck? And he pulled a knife on me, and I knocked it out of his arm, or out of his hand, and that's how I got the slice.
Oh, wow.
And then there's a strip club across the way, and all I could think was like, I'll buy you a lap dance. And the guy was like, what? He's like, you want a lap dance? I'll get you a lap dance. And he's like, yeah, okay. I was like, all right, great. So we walk over, and the bouncer's like, you're bleeding everywhere. I can't let you in. I was like, I don't care. How much is a lap dance? He's like, $40. I was like, here, get this nice gentleman a lap dance. And so his wife now is screaming at him because he's going into a strip club getting a lap dance.
So you fucked her twice.
I just was like, fuck it. I'm going home. I don't know what the fuck to do.
Wow.
I was, 22 at the time? I was like, I fucking know what I'm doing. It sucks.
I just want to go home.
Yeah,
my mom.
It's like I bombed. Yeah. I bombed. I didn't bowl well. Like I'm out $40 now plus whatever I paid for bowling. Like
yeah, damn. No stitches. Just glue it together.
I just put like a napkin on it. So
yeah. I once got I didn't get yelled at, but the guy was pissed for no fucking reason, and I didn't. It's still to this day, I'll never understand it. And I love this place. We used to go to this place all the time. It's called 21st Amendment. It's in Louisville. I love the people who ran the open mic there. All the people there were fucking awesome. But the guy who owned it he never knew what was going on in the back, like at the open mic and all that shit. And like randomly, like fucking the Trailer Park Boys.
Shut up.
Yeah, they were like doing a show there. Like got booked the same night as the open mic. So they moved the open mic up front. As a comic, like for a Trailer Park Boys, like knowing like that was like a fun thing. Like I'm gonna have a bunch of people waiting in a very small bar to go in the back. Like I'm gonna have their attention for like an hour before they sit people. Like I'm gonna sign up early, do all that shit. Had an awesome fucking set, just fucking with people in the crowd, doing all that shit. But I called out some lady about asking her if she had ever gotten her pussy eaten from the back. And then a bunch of other shit. And then I found out that she was there with a kid, and I was doing another bit at the time about like getting caught jacking off, and I asked her if she'd like ever gotten her, and they ended up like fighting like because of like me bringing that. But the guy got fucking mad at me about like being like, you're saying like you can't do that in like the front bar. I was like, go ask anybody who was there. Like that was the most fun that they fucking had waiting in line. Like you guys made them wait in line for fucking an hour inside a bar. Because it's fucking 100 degrees outside. Was
it the club owner that got mad, or just the kid that was?
No, yeah, the guy who owned the bar. Because he was he wasn't there a lot, but because it was Trailer Park Boys, and he sold out his showroom in the back of the bar. That's why he was there. It was he goes there once a month whenever he has the one big.
So it wasn't an audience member; it was the owner of the bar.
Yeah, it was the owner of the club. Like he came out to me afterwards, and I'm on cloud 9.
Yeah, you're like,
yeah. I just fucking crushed a fucking 5-minute open mic. They probably gave me 7 minutes because I knew the girl who was running the open mic, and we're literally like standing room only inside a bar because they wanted to have everybody inside because it's middle of summer, fucking super hot out in fucking Kentucky, and murdered, like did the best 7 minutes I've ever fucking done. And he got mad at me, and I was like, I don't understand what the fuck you're doing here, man. Like these people just got a second full show for nothing.
And they're happy.
Yeah, and they're happy. Like why? Just because I said pussy and I was talking to some lady and she was fine with it. She had a lot of fucking fun. Like it's not my fault that they fought over how many times the kid got caught jacking off. Like everybody else had fucking fun. It was crazy.
And why is the mom walking in more than once? Like after the first time, just start knocking.
Just don't go in there.
The kids obviously,
That's wild. That sucks.
Yeah, it was crazy to me. Like everybody,
just shut the fuck up. I did a good show.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Because I'm not paid for it. You can't talk to me like an employee when I'm buying. I'm also a place that I technically a guest here. Yeah. I'm also buying beer from you.
Yeah, a place that I spent a lot of money on. Yeah. All your bartenders love me. They know I tip fucking better than anybody else. Yeah.
That's the weirdest part about like stand up is like people will be like, "Oh, you're my employee." It's like, no, I'm not. I'm just a guy doing the same. Like, especially when you're not paying me. Yeah. Then it's like, shut the fuck up. I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. Or you're at a place and you know the bartender doesn't like you because they don't like your 3 to 5 minutes that you're putting up on stage. So then they're a piece of shit to you, and you're like, "Fuck you, dude. Do your fucking job.
Yeah,
like,
go get my drinks."
Yeah. This has up there has nothing to do with how you're dealing with me here.
That blows. Yeah. That I don't like.
Yeah, that's definitely happened to me here in Austin.
Yeah,
definitely.
Where the bartender comes up or something.
No, just the bartender's like shitty. Because they heard my fucking
I hate set,
and
well, it's like
they won't come to you.
And this again is part of the problem with how Austin does its open mics, and it might change. It's like so many bar shows. It's like, you're gonna get bartenders that didn't know that this was a bar/mic room.
Yeah.
Which, like,
in your opinion, doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
Yeah.
So now with like Roscoe's and Sunset and stuff, hopefully we'll have more time at real clubs where it doesn't.
Definitely.
The fuck are you doing?
No, that should be a good thing.
Right. No, because I've had that at like Poor Choices and stuff where the bartender was like, "That was offensive." I was like, "Yeah, it was."
Yeah.
I agree. And they're like, "Well, why'd you say it?" I was like, "It's what I do."
Yeah, because outside of you being offended, there was a couple people that laughed. Not many, but there was a couple people that laughed.
Well, so it's also
they understood where I was coming from.
You serve poison.
Yeah.
I mean, it's poison I love, but you serve poison. Yeah. So you're going to take a moral high ground with me who's just talking and causing zero harm.
Exactly.
Like, how many livers have you destroyed, sir? Like, fuck off.
Yeah, it's crazy. Luckily, I haven't had to deal with much of that.
No. Well, I think there's so much turnover in the service industry here. People are just like, fuck it, there's another restaurant across the street. I'll go work there. I'll go work there. You know, they don't give a shit.
And it's so centralized.
Yeah.
Like, you can run into somebody who, like, 2 weeks ago, you saw them at one place, and then
now they're somewhere else.
Yeah, and then they're also telling you, like, but I'm also getting a job at this other fucking place. And
right.
Like, well, hey, at least I know somebody who has worked.
Has been there.
Yeah.
No, it's very, like...
Introduce me to the cool people you know at these places that I have to frequent all the time and fucking spend a bunch of time and money in.
No, the amount of, like, servers that are like, how weird is it? My ex, like, server manager and my ex... fucking assistant manager and this server we work with all work at Cedar Door now. It's not that weird. It's not. It happens all the fucking time.
Some busboy who I've seen his dick. Fucking yeah. They're all around.
How you have cookies? You piece of shit. I'm kidding.
No.
I don't want cookies.
He just pointed to nothing.
I like that he has unpopped popcorn. It's like this. You know,
it's a suggestion. I'm not gonna pop it. It's
just halfway through the show, you just hear the microwave.
I have a microwave right over there. We just put it in the corner.
All right, what are we thinking? Like 2 hours, right?
It's fucking
chocolate chip.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, see,
I got to be able to drive home still.
Yeah,
I won't get too fucked up.
Well, cool. Well, guys, I appreciate you coming out, Mike. It was fun, dude.
Thank you.
Anything to promote?
No.
DoorDash, tip especially if you see him. You won't see him. He's very selective.
Yeah, he's going to cancel your order.
You might see me, but you're not going to see me.
Yeah. I got fuck all. I'm going to New York.
I published a script on Amazon Kindle.
Is it just on Kindle?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's on the Kindle right now. It's called Ava and Emily's October Threesome. So you can read it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it's a fun one. It's a good Pride Month, which was last month. Yeah, but it was published last month.
If you want to stay in Pride,
stay proud. Read Eva and Emily's October Threesome.
Yeah.
But it was written for Jason Mewes, so imagine that.
Awesome.
All right. This is it.
Snoogey bougies.
We're done. Yep. It's been what is this? ATX comedy review is what we're doing, right?
Mike Eden next week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start saying that every week. It's my favorite thing to say.
Actually, we have a guy in a skirt.
Oh yeah, kilt.
Yeah.
I thought he was the following week.
Was he?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
I think he's the week I'm gone.
Let's find out. Oh yeah, you're gone next week. Oh,
no, I'm here next Sunday.
We got Charlie Trace.
Charlie Trace.
He's been on Kill Tony too many times.
Too many.
Yeah. All right.
All right, that's it. Have a good one, guys.
See ya.